Yo, what's going on? It's your dog Art Man the Great. And we're back with another boxing conversation. Man, you know, we got some good up and coming fights, man, that I'm looking forward to. Like Frank Martin versus Rivera. We're gonna get into that. And Bud versus Avanesian. you know. But we gonna see. Yo, crowd was popping, man. Was popping, man. But yeah, Rivera versus Frank Martin. That's gonna be a fucking great fight, and I pray it is in Minneapolis. I most definitely hope it's in Minneapolis because that's right around the corner for me. Real shit. So how I've been? I've been good, man. Just living my life, trying to live my life troll sucker free, but it is what it is. We get those type of. So that fight is in Minnesota. Man, I hope it's in Minnesota. I most definitely hope it is. Hold on one second. Let me fix my. Said, please go to that fight, share clips. Oh, yeah, most definitely, bro, to that fight. Most definitely. But what's going on, brother D Hive?
What's going on? How you doing?
Shit, I'm good, man. Oh, I just see that. Oh, I see that picture of Boots, that video of Boots, and it said January. And I just remember hearing something about Errol Spence fighting in January. And I'm just like, man, it will be some wild, crazy shit if it was Errol Spence versus Boots in January.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think that's the situation. I think
Because they'll be talking about the fight right now if that was the truth.
I just don't think there was anything. I think that he's gonna be on Tank's undercard probably, and then yeah, it's probably gonna be on Tank's undercard.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, because Tank said he's fighting in January, and then Blue said he's fighting in January, so Showtime probably gonna stack that up. And people were so ready to talk about Keith Thurman. I never thought that Errol Spence was fighting Keith Thurman. I mean, it's a possibility and it's a big money fight, but I assume off top it would be fucking either Stanionis or he just move up.
I think it's Stayonis.
Yeah,
Realistically, Stayonis, or I don't think he moving up. I don't think he moving up. Hell no.
he should. After this bullshit, I would sit down with Terrence Crawford ever again.
Ever again.
Yeah,
And
it's a waste of time.
man, like, it kind of pisses me off that people still blaming, like, fucking, still blaming, what you call it again? Errol Spence and Al Heyman for this shit. Talking about some, Errol Spence they ain't never get no guarantee. Errol Spence, come on, man. Guarantee. I'm like, bro, that's why you niggas are so stupid. Because y'all don't understand that he literally put himself in a position where there's gonna be no cap on what type of money he is going to make.
Right. And the thing is, the earnings from that situation will be perennial. I keep trying to tell dudes, I'm like, do y'all know why Top Rank on YouTube releases the same fights over and over and over again? Because mostly none of the fighters have the rights to those fights. That's Top Rank making money from YouTube. Whereas on BBC, they wait a year because a lot of the fighters have rights to the media, so they share a percentage. So people be wondering, well, how come PBC don't upload clips like the Zone and Top Rank? Well, because it costs PBC more money. Because the fighters are more likely to have control over the
It's like
distribution.
selling your catalog. You see all these artists selling their catalogs for $50 million, $20 million. Yeah, niggas be like, God damn, that's a lot of money. But you don't think about the back end money of selling the replays and shit like that. Of
Yeah,
the fight.
whenever artists do that, what's up, Cozy? whenever artists do that, it's usually because they're either in a fucked up situation with the IRS or because they don't actually want to manage their affairs anymore and they just want to be done with it and retire. That's why when Justin Timberlake recently sold all his masters for like 100 million, I was like, damn, that seemed kind of low to be quite honest, because JT has some cuts. But you can't explain like I said, this is why dudes like Terrence Crawford, because to them they can relate to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is someone who's, with all due respect, stupid, doesn't know a lot about the business. So whenever Terrence Crawford speaks, they trust that guy because they're like, oh, I can understand him because he's the same level of intelligence as me. But when smart people actually come into the room, then they see those people as threats because they can't understand anything that they're saying. Like he literally doesn't understand the concept of salary versus commission. That's all this is. It's a salary versus a commission. With a salary, you earn what you earn no matter how much you actually work. With a commission, your earnings are limitless. It's based on your productivity. But these are basic things that you learn in high school. But Terrence Crawford was somewhere bullying somebody for their goddamn lunch money or something.
Man, it's like, bro, man, Bud is just tripping because if I was put in a position like that, I will take that fucking bro because I will promote the fuck out of that fight. But niggas also like, oh no, I just want to be guaranteed the money. I don't want to be in a position where, what if the fight flop? Niggas got fire sticks now.
But I don't really care about none of that because he could have just fought Spence for the sake of activity and then still done the BLK deal. So I don't even care. He should have just said, Blue Blood, hold on, let me get the Spence fight, let me take it, whoop his ass, and then we could both run BLK Prime together because I'm gonna bring
Nigga,
over the whole welterweight division.
they was gonna do a multi-city tour to
Yeah.
promote the fight, Errol Spence. But this nigga chose to do this fucking. Somebody said that nigga had a Dollar General, Dollar General fucking chessboard. That's what the fuck he chose to do. Instead of fight Errol Spence, man, on Showtime, a platform like Showtime, man, it makes me think, man. Look at Canelo Plant, man. That was a successful fight, and fans loved everything about it. The press conference, the videos leading up to the fight, the shit was nice, man. And Bud could have put himself in a position where him and Errol Spence could have a shine. Two black American brothers could have a shine, man. Put all eyes on them, bro. But you fucked it up. Now, imagine if you would have went in that fight and beat Spence, bro. You think them folks love Spence so much they won't offer you a better deal?
I'm not going to disrespect anybody here, but here's one critical inconsistency that's been bugging me through this entire fucking saga. So this dude claims he's got two hedge funds with 25 million per person, right? Blue Blood said that the reason why they couldn't ask anybody like Thurman, Duronis, or Crowley was because they said all those people wanted 10 million. I'm like, okay, sure. So let me get this right. Bud has access to 50 million, but can't break off, let's say, 20 or 30 to make him versus Thurman. Like this is the prime example of why PR is very important and why Bud should never ever speak for himself because he makes everybody look stupid. Now Blue looks crazy because he hasn't validated any of this hedge fund shit, and he's over here worried about what Errol Spence doing. I'm like, bro, why are you still doing live streams about what the fuck Errol Spence doing, and your man's over here talking about he got two mystery hedge funds and shit. What's up with that? You're talking about how you can't afford $10 million to give us an opponent we give a fuck about, but he's over here talking about 50. But you can't cough up 10. But he getting 10. You can't cough up 20. He has access to 50. Like it's just a lot of bullshit. This is why he shouldn't have even said anything. He really shouldn't have even talked because now this is making everybody as a unit look crazy. Because you're talking about how there was an offer on the table for 50 mil, but we can't even break off 20 to get Thurman over here or get Boots over here, get Crowley over here. That's what Blue Blood said. Blue Blood said those people were too expensive, but I'm like apparently not because he's got the ultimate access or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know shit. It just looks crazy from my end.
Exactly. Shout out to my dude Derek. He said, shout out to the brother Art, man. Hell yeah, we in here smoking good, talking about this boxing shit, man. Um, Nigga, I can't wait to see fucking uh Mike. I want to say Mike Michelle Rivera versus motherfucking Frank Martin. That's just gonna
Definitely
be
cool.
fucking amazing, man. And a lot of dudes from the Dominican Republic, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. They feeling a certain type of way about this fight. And I'm like, how?
Yeah,
How?
I've seen a lot of people
He's not
picking.
even dry yet.
Yeah, I see a lot of people picking Rivera off top. I'm like, based off of what? This is 50-50. What are y'all talking about? Like, oh, he's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
wash
crazy.
somebody. I'm like, what?
I haven't seen that. What I've seen is people saying, "Oh man, I don't know. This is a good scrap. I don't know who I'm really picking." And then I hear other guys saying things like, "I don't know if he can beat Frank Martin." And Frank Martin's no, they saying Rivera's getting fed into fucking Frank Martin as saying like Frank
Oh,
overqualified to be fighting Rivera.
that's
Like
cap.
that's,
They're around the same. As far as experience goes, they're around the same. So that's cap. People just making excuses. I personally think Frank Martin gonna get in there and do what needs to be done and give him his first L. But that's just me, based on what I've seen from both people.
you think Frank Martin gonna get a first L?
No, I said I think Frank Martin gonna do what needs to be done and give Rivera his first L.
This not even Rivera's weight class.
I mean, honestly, I thought he should have stayed at 140. He had a lot of power at 140. He looked good. He filled out. He was still fast. He just came down to 135 because the belts are about to open up. And I'm like, man, whatever. Sharks in the water. Sharks in the water.
Devontae should have fought him.
Yeah, that would have been I mean, he would have got smoked, but it would have been a good fight for little Ali. Get him some paper. What's up, PGH big dog?
But if he smoked Frank Martin,
Yeah, he might stop
man,
him. Shoji. He might stop him. But Rivera's tricky. He's got good counters, but I don't think he has as much southpaw experience. And Frank Martin definitely got the hand speed advantage, so I think Frank Martin gonna get in there and probably piece his ass up some. And not to
Frank
mention,
Martin, he fight like a little ass fucking savage. He's short, but he's big. If that makes sense. Pause.
right? And also one thing that he does is he alternates the power in his punches. Like I don't know if y'all remember, but remember when Duno was getting too much work in, and then all of a sudden he loaded up and knocked him out of nowhere. He just went right, wow, and just hit him over the head and knocked him out. Like he could do that. So
Do you think he fights like Errol Spence caliber?
I do. And I don't think it's necessarily that he fights the same. I think that's just the Derek James system. I mean, especially when it comes to southpaws, he trains them for that good, consistent pressure.
They
Even
catch
if
a lot of
they're
punches with their arms and shit.
yeah, absolutely.
They don't be doing like what Morrell was doing. You see how he was dipping and sliding and slipping, shit like that. They don't do too much of that.
Well, yeah, because Morel's 24. Eventually, he'll stop that shit. His back will start hurting. But yeah, he'll cut all that shit out. But no, they are boxers who happen to be able to punch. They're not just punchers. So because they're constantly thinking about the opposition also scoring points. Because people don't understand just because you hitting someone. I mean, just because like judges look at that as scoring points. They look at activity as scoring points. If you're not hitting anything and scoring points back, you could lose the round no matter if you land one or two good punches. That's how Oscar beat Whitaker. So
Man,
yeah, they gotta be cognizant
Errol
of that.
Spence, I don't know how the fuck he do it, man. For him to be pushing out that jab like that for all 12 rounds, you know what I'm saying, or as long as it lasts, like his activity, he throws like what 1,000 punches a fight.
Mm, something like that. I don't know. I could look up the punch stats for his last for him versus Wolf, and that shit didn't really last that long.
He beat he beat the fuck out of Yugas. Like all them punches landed on his ass. Accumulation of punches was too much for him.
That was
It's like
crazy.
every time you look up, that jab was in Yuga's face.
That shit was hilarious. I thought Ugas was bullshitting, but he really decided to go ahead and fight Spencer's fight. That shit was insane to me. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, like it shit didn't make no kind of sense.
I'm
But
gonna keep it on it. I think Yugas. I ain't gonna say he wasn't 100%, but I feel like he wasn't his best.
I mean, he's old, and he's been beaten by inferior people, and he was just happy to be there type shit. He was like, oh, thank God I got this opportunity. I'm gonna get in here and show out and try to do whatever. Like like I said, he's just happy to be there, but he's old, and he can't punch. That's another thing. He only has 12 knockouts to his
His team full of shit. I'm gonna
name.
keep it 100 because
What
these
team?
niggas was telling us, "Oh man, no, he don't got no injury. His arm is just fine. It's just fine, man. No injury." Fucking after this nigga got beat up by fucking Errol Smith Jr., he's posting nigga, yeah, I got a surgery on that shit. Yeah, that's the reason why shit was looking fucking big as fuck. Duh.
Well, I
We
mean,
all knew that shit.
he got in there and fought Pacquiao with that quote unquote injury, so whatever.
Exactly. He went out there and beat Pacquiao.
Right, you should have postponed the fight or some shit, or fought somebody else. Shit, let Keith Thurman get his or whatever, whatever. You went into this shit. Like I said, he just happy to be here. He getting old. He want his paychecks before he get beat up too bad. Like you see, he went to the WBC convention and requested to be like number two or some shit, and they were like, based off of what? No, like sit down somewhere. Like you just got your ass whooped. You haven't had a comeback fight. Why would we put you number two?
And your team ain't talking about no paper.
Well, he said he want boots, and I'm like, wow, is he gonna sacrifice yourself for
He said
15?
you want to fight Boots.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Let him do it.
I agree, but I'm like, you gonna sacrifice yourself for 15.75? That's not smart. That's not smart. But yeah, I mean, I'm with it. I can't wait to. I can't stand how Boots is so cryptic. Like it makes me annoyed because I just want to know who he's fighting already, so I can go ahead. I just want to know who's shit. I just want to see who's gonna fight. Hey, what's up, Drip? Mainly.
It's broke. PBC, man, PBC, bro. Why the fuck we getting these good ass fights, man? Y'all must have forgot, bro. And I ain't no fucking PBC bandwagon or nothing, but let's keep it 100. We all know who been making them good fights, bro.
It's tragic because
This
Madtown.
one Frank Martin versus Rivera fight is better than the last fucking 10 DAZN cards that they got fucking put on, bro.
Dude, people don't watch it on like that. Them cards be in Italy and Spain, and they don't know who the fuck.
Spain and shit. I don't be watching that shit.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know who the fuck is fighting over there for real. But no, this fucking Rivera versus Martin is better than Crawford versus fucking Avanesian. I'll tell you that.
That's fucking sad, bro.
Right.
That's some real life sad shit. I'm gonna keep it 100 because it's like, man, but you already solidified in this game. Like, you taking 10 steps back.
And it sucks because all the outside of Tank, all the fights that PPC is making right now, all could have been on the Spence Crawford undercard. The Morel, the Boots, the Rivera, and Martin, all, and I know PPC mad as fuck because now they got to spread it all out. Now they got to spread it all out because they're probably planning to stack a bunch of that shit onto the Spence and Crawford card. And
Facts.
EJ was co-promoting. He missed out on probably 35, 40 million.
That's why I'm probably, man, that's why I'm
Terrible.
probably, Earl Spence, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, terrible.
Like you said, I wouldn't want to fuck with that nigga again.
Never in life. He cost them so much money. They could have stacked. They could have stacked this
Oh,
card.
shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My bad. I'm over here eating and shit.
Yeah, they could have stacked this card with all the fights that we're currently getting. All the fights that we're currently getting right now. They could have stacked the card with a bunch of shit and just probably on one fucking card. So now all the good fights that could have easily been on that fucking card, from the prelims to the co-main to the main, are all getting spread out.
My dude Cozy Rito said I think Frank Martin gonna stop him late.
That's very possible. If Chen isn't made a type thing, he's been dropped.
He might. I've seen Rivera fight live. He decent. Somebody try to get upset talking about some, oh, why was you supporting him? I'm like, dude, the dude can fight, and that's the thing. I support certain fighters. You just can't be no bitch out there. And I don't think Rivera's a bitch. I think he's a real dude, and he's gonna go in there and fight his heart out. Win, lose, or draw, it's gonna be a good fucking fight. We know that for sure. And we know fucking for sure that's just better than Crawford versus Avanesian.
Absolutely. I mean, shit. Morel versus this dude is probably gonna be better than Crawford Avenesian. You know, get in there and wax this dude in 5 fucking rounds or some shit. I'd be shocked if Avenesian gets anything wrong. And Drip, Drip, I
Shout out to
disagree.
my dude Dripper.
I disagree. Boots wants everybody and has tried to fight everybody. And there's a reason why people are calling him quote unquote high risk, low reward. They don't just pass that out to the Avenesians. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. Let's not kid ourselves. The torch needs to be passed. That's why we're waiting on these two bozos to go on and fight. But Crawford is a bitch. So unfortunately, the torch is either going to be passed or it's going to be taken. So somebody better.
And that's what I don't like, man, because I do or I did rate fucking Terrence Crawford highly. And I knew that Errol Spence was going to be in a position to beat him and get the torch. But this nigga said, nah, I got this fucking Abenesian fight in my back pocket.
Well, Errol Spence has the torch. Terrence Crawford, he'd have to beat Errol Spence to get the torch.
That's true.
Yeah,
But you know,
I got
when I talk to
more
people,
for
they
it.
like to say that well, Bud, he was undisputed, and Errol Spence not undisputed.
I like the way I see it is if you have to keep repeating some shit, it's clearly not important to anybody. And as my research recently has shown, Danny Garcia cleared out all the actual work when before Bud got there. All the quality people at 140 that Bud would actually get some credit for, Danny Garcia cleared those dudes. So that's why the only thing that was left was fucking trash. Drip, what are you talking about? Boots and his father are on record saying they've tried to fight all those people. They've literally tried to fight all of those people and keep getting told no. He tried to fight Virgil. He tried to fight Stanionis. I mean, Virgil and his team even said, "Oh, we're going to need 48 months or some stupid shit like that." They basically said they're going to need 4 years to fight Boots, and that's fine because Virgil's just going to get the shit beat out of him in 4 years. But all that means is that they're going to try to stay a division ahead of Boots, probably. So it is what it is. I don't. I remember people who tried to say that Boots was ducking Blair Cobbs. Like, don't. I mean, come on, dude. Come on, bro.
Right. Man, good thing Boots didn't fight Blair Cobbs. He probably would have killed that nigga.
Yeah, dude. Like, the people just talking. But I that's one thing.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. There's only a handful of people who I see box, and I think to myself, like, God damn, they can really fuck somebody up big time. Boots is one of those. He's in the top. Like, I honestly feel bad for niggas when I see him training. Because I'm like, man, ain't no fucking way this nigga's 147 with all this fucking power and this skill and technique.
Virgil's been the number one for the WBC and the WBO, and he just fought McKinson. What are we doing here, Drip? What are we
Right.
doing here?
He had an option not to fight him.
Right, he hasn't fought Stanionis. Like the same dudes who need Boots to fight, Ortiz hasn't fought them either. So what are we doing? What's he gonna do next? Fight fucking Ted Cheeseman or some goddamn body? He pulled McKinson out his ass, some dude we had never heard of, some dude that has even less profile than Avenesian, and the motherfucker got two knockouts to his name. Stop it. Fucking like bro,
If
Castillo
that ain't
Clay.
Cherry, I don't know what the fuck is.
Right, exactly. No one knew who the fuck McKinson was before. Nobody knows who he is now. He's just some asshole that Virgil beat up. That's cap. It would have ended in the same way. What the fuck would Blair have done besides get hit upside the head and then crumble just like Clayton? Like y'all. Every time y'all say that, oh, I think.
Wait. Did Virgil stop McKinson?
Yeah, he stopped him in the eighth. It took him a while for a dude who doesn't have any power. But dude, y'all always do this. Y'all always say, "Oh, this person's finally gonna take Boots some rounds," and then when he gets fucking folded in the first three or four, y'all say, "Ah, well, that dude's came for a paycheck." It's gonna be the same thing until Boots gets his hands on Virgil or some damn body, and then does the same thing. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta fight Virgil, gotta fight Stanionis, gotta fight the champs, but everyone's moving. Yeah, y'all
Look,
said
there's a
that
difference
about
between what
Clayton.
us fans say and what these boxers think.
Yeah.
We
Did
can
you
say
see Roka recently?
we can
No.
say all this, but we know deep down inside these niggas, Virgil Ortiz and them, even if they want to fight Boots, they gonna pull a Mikey Garcia. The team ain't gonna want to fuck with that shit. They gonna be like, I don't know if you should do that. These fighters know Boots is a legit threat, bro. Anybody with two eyes can see that shit.
Right. And Roka got beat up by fucking Ellis, and he looked like shit just last weekend. Come stop it. Roka get his ass whooped too. But no, like you keep talking about Stanionis. Virgil don't even want to fight Stanionis because that shit would be competitive as hell. Stanionis might fuck around and
Man,
slap the
I
shit
seen
out of him.
Stanos just hit the bag. I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Uh, That nigga from Lithuania. I don't know. Team
I'm not.
Mexico can't afford another L right now.
I'm not saying that people are ducking Boots, but I'm saying he's made attempts to get those fights, and those people keep telling him no. I don't believe Boots is afraid of anybody because all the people you name, I think, and his team thinks that he smokes. Like, hey, what's going on, Jason? Yeah, nah, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't see Blair or Stanionis or Virgil fucking doing anything. Shit, Virgil would lose to fucking Crawford right now if we're keeping it 100, and I don't even like.
Duh.
Yeah, I don't even like Bud. But Crawford would break a leg off, break his entire leg off in his young ass. I don't even like Bubba to beat the
Bud
shit.
would time him so well that shit would be
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. Yeah. Virgil doesn't move his fucking head. You're not beating a boxer who can punch if you don't move your head. He doesn't even move his head. Fucking McKinson was actually getting off in the first 3 rounds, and I was like, what? I
Virgil
was,
Ortiz got that fucking Mexican style. That shit is fucking stuck in the early 2000s. He gonna get that fucked up.
right. Yeah. And then I
Fighting
remember
a
when
nigga like Boots
McKinson
right
got
now.
that garbage ass Philly shit. I was like, what are you doing? You look like TFC. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I
Say I love to see it. See,
I
Dripper,
understand.
Dripper,
The
he's
trip
from
from
Texas.
Texas.
He
Yeah.
from Texas, so
Yeah.
I know he drive around. He drive around Grand Prairie, and he seen the Virgil mural. He really believed that, man, this guy, he's something. Not just fucking with you, man. Said Virgil got a better chin than Bud. Probably.
Based on what we saw,
I can agree on that. Probably.
not the
But
Green got Virgil better than he got fucking
wait, yeah. But I ain't
yeah.
gonna say that I ain't gonna say he more skilled. Cause the Mexicans, they do got some good chins on them. I'm gonna keep it 100.
But but Green Beans wobbled his ass harder than you wobbled Crawford. Bro, so does
He
Gary
definitely did.
Antron Russell. So does Gary Antron Russell. What are we doing here with the 100K? His last opponent had 2 knockouts. What? His best win is what? Hooker? The fuck? Like you keep talking about Virgil like he's
Who
real, like,
just moved up?
bro, and he's barely making weight. He need to take his fat ass up to 154 and get beat on. He's
Hell
trying
no.
he's trying to be like Benavidez. The only reason why Benavidez has his fat ass stuck at 168 is because the dudes at 165 will tear his ass up. Like
And
Benavidez,
ain't it crazy that we all know that?
yeah, but his team, his father know that Benavidez will fucking whoop his ass, bro. They're not scared. They're not scared of you up there. Like one of the primary reasons why he's still undefeated is because of that fear factor. Dude, Benavidez don't care about nobody. Take your ass up there and get smoked.
Man, what better be did to Marcus Brown, man? I still had nightmares about that shit.
Better
That
Benavidez will probably beat Bivol to be honest. People are like, oh,
shit was
Bivol.
looking like some motherfucking Apollo Creed versus fucking Drago. I was like, yo, he hit that nigga Marcus Brown in his liver. I said, oh shit. Nigga, I swear, we did the live stream. I'm literally holding on to my fucking joint, smoking that shit like I'm fucking stressed out, looking at this nigga damn near get killed on fucking TV.
Yeah, I was so mad. Fucking yeah,
Better people probably hurt this nigga Benavidez bad, bro. Because I'm pretty sure Benavidez will probably get off on his ass. He probably would. But once that nigga start putting it on him, them punches to the stomach, it don't. Man, I heard some shit from people who sparred him. They said that nigga really do hit hard.
as a child, like I said, he weighed 300 pounds. So no, I believe he was in there sparring Triple G and all that and giving him good work or whatever. But Better be if it was fucking Better be. Like I said, he's not scared. And the thing is, he cracks. He's also a heavy person. Like he competed at heavyweight when he was an amateur. So the advantages that David has at 168, they disappear at 175. You're dealing with like heavy ass dudes. And again, Better be if not scared of him. Better be gonna be like, all right, cool. Just like Bivol wasn't afraid of Canelo. Bivol doesn't even. To keep it real, I don't even think Bivol respects Canelo as a fighter. He's like, I ain't trying to rematch him up. I don't care how much money it is. I'll just wash his ass again. Like, like I really don't think Bivol has any respect for Canelo as a fucking boxer. He's like, man, I
He,
ain't.
I, he, bro. I feel like he gets pissed off when people still bring up Canelo. Like, bro, I made this nigga look like a bitch. What the fuck? Why y'all still talking about him?
Right, yeah, he's like you could tell he was mad during the build up. He's like, why are people acting like this dude just gonna knock me out? Like, do y'all okay, let me go ahead and show y'all what it really is. And then like people keep talking about it like it's a good fight. He's like, bro, no, I'll step on him. I'll run him the fuck over. Like,
Bro, Canelo better hope people don't say I want to fight him again. Man, I think
Canelo's not
Canelo
gonna
should just
do it.
charge that shit to the game.
Yeah, Canelo not gonna do it. He'll get knocked the fuck out. All honestly, in that fight when they fought, all Bill had to do was sit down on 2 punches. He would have knocked Canelo smooth out of here.
Bro, what's sad though is we knew it. We all knew it.
I
That
thought Bill was gonna get robbed. I thought that he was gonna whoop his ass, and then they were still gonna find a way to give the decision to Canelo on some split
I'm
decision
talking about
action.
watching the fight. We all knew that, man. If Bivol wanted to, he really could step on the gas and put this nigga out of here.
Oh yeah, he could have knocked him out. It would have been horrible.
But I feel like he showed him too much respect, and I feel like that probably kills him in the end. Right now, I'm thinking about that shit.
Well, I mean, he
I
probably
showed this nigga too respect, and now I beat him, and they ain't even showing me no respect.
he probably got a little talking to in the back, like, all right, look, this is the money. Don't fuck up the bag. Don't hurt him. Kind of probably like how Spence got with Mikey Garcia. Like, all right, like we might want to get this again. Don't break him off too bad where he can't fight no goddamn more. Just whoop his ass, but ease off some. Don't finish him off. We need to get
You
one or
think
two.
fighters really get that type of talk?
Shit, yeah. Like for example, the day Better BF don't destroy someone, he got that talk. Like, all right, he's a remember when Canelo was bullshitting talking about fighting Better BF? That fight probably would have went the distance. Because they would have been like, look, ease up, don't hurt the money, don't hurt the money bag now. Virgil is a monster, I agree, but
I don't know, man. Ever since
gotta
he
fight.
like his weight situation, that shit just kind of like threw me off.
I believe Virgil beats a lot of people at welterweight. I believe he can beat a lot of people. I believe he may be able to beat Crawford. I wouldn't pick him, but he may be able to do it. But I just don't think he beats Boots, and I don't think he beats Spence. And most importantly, his team doesn't think he does. So if your team don't think you win, I'm not
Who's
picking
his coach?
him. He shit. Is it still shit?
I heard it's not Robert Garcia no more.
Yeah, it's not Robert. Is it Robles? I don't fucking know.
Robert got too many fighters, man, and not a good results.
I mean, he does okay because he has a lot of them. But whenever they step up to the A level, they get smoked. It is what it is. They're all limited. Yeah, I mean, anytime. Yeah,
Man,
I tried to tell
look,
people
I
that he
was
wasn't
laughing.
good.
Look, I wasn't serious. The only reason why I was picking Zerto is because I was just trolling, just to see what, like, call they bluff, saying like, "Damn, you ain't gonna pick y'all mans." But now I see why they ain't pick their mans, bro. Now I see that nigga looked garbage. I'm
People,
talking about beyond garbage, man. Polo used to come on here talking that shit, man. Zerto gets man. Zerto went in there and got his ass whooped.
but do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? I think Zerto and Canelo is actually a competitive fight, and that's not big upping Zerto. That's talking about how limited Canelo has always been.
Man, these
Because
niggas keep on talking about. Look, I heard the infamous character talk about fucking. Oh, niggas is picking Morel against Canelo. Ha ha. I'm like, bro, do you not? Are you niggas watching boxing?
how long have we been saying that though? How long have we been saying Morello Washington? Like we've been
Bro,
saying that since he
it's
came
not
down
even
from
about.
175.
At this point, it's not even about skill. Even though the kid got skilled, we're looking at pure athleticism, youth, fucking power, youth again, nigga.
Like
Nigga, athleticism. Come on, bro.
Triple G
He will
didn't
get
have
off on his ass.
Triple G didn't have any of those things, and he was able to beat Canelo. He controlled him with a fucking jab.
For a jab.
Triple G was old as fuck, never moved his head, didn't go to the body, had no punch variation. He controlled him with one punch. He blew
Canelo,
up. And I told y'all
the
Zerto was
type of head movement Canelo has is not the head movement that can fucking stop that fucking hook to the fucking stomach and uppercut to the fucking head that this nigga threw on what's his name? Yerbo. And I'm not saying Canelo and Yerbo are the same, but I'm saying like, dude, you gotta be on your fucking A game to fight somebody who's throwing punches like that. And
I don't even
lately, Canelo, he's not on that right now. He's looking like he's on a decline.
I don't even think Canelo will beat Benavidez. To be honest, people are like, oh, Canelo will knock him out based off of what? Like, bro, like, okay, if he was able to knock out 40-year-old Triple G, I might be a little concerned. He couldn't even do that, so I'm not tripping.
It's because he knocked out Plant.
Oh my god, people keep talking about Benavidez versus Plant. I'm like, look, Plant's cool. That's great. He's gonna get ran over by Benavidez. Why?
I
Just
said
like
I said it on my Twitter. I said Canelo versus Plant is Canelo's biggest win, hands down. Because that Triple G shit was fucking controversial. Even in the second fight, it was controversial. This is a situation where he beat this guy and became the first middleweight, being super middleweight champion in boxing. This fight holds value, and the opponent he beat was a young, undefeated champion, American champion at that. On paper, that's Canelo's best win. Am I lying?
Uh, I would say his best win ever is still Triple G. That's the most skilled person he ever fought. But I mean, people could say that.
The reason why I don't say Triple G is because a lot of people still count that as a robbery. They feel like that fight was more of a draw than the first one.
Shit, the first one I thought was a Triple G dub. The second one I thought Canelo did enough to whooped his ass, and the third one was a wash. So that don't matter. And no, Virgil doesn't have a fucking fight schedule because they got to match make him very carefully. I'm sorry, Drew, but it's the truth. And just like what Jason said about Zerto, like I said, I told y'all Zerto was trash and y'all didn't believe me. I'm telling y'all, Plant gonna get ran the fuck over and y'all gonna come back here talking about oh well we didn't have no fight. No, you niggas, like y'all like recency bias be kicking y'all ass, bro. Like cause he knocked out Darrell. All right,
Yep, because he did knock out. He looked impressive doing it.
man. Okay, all right,
And you know, in boxing, when it comes to boxing, it's all about what you did lately.
that's what motherfuckers be getting exposed. that, that's that's the mistake these coaches be making. They be getting their people exposed. Yeah, even when Canelo was like 19, he ain't never used no fucking angles. He just so used to being stronger than bigger than everybody. He ain't used no fucking angles. Man, bro, run his ass the fuck over.
He knocked Plant ass out. But I was watching that shit again. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was looking like some WWE shit to me. I'm gonna keep it 100, man, because I'm just like, dude, Clay, you really? How you think he would have left hook all over the fucking top, and then your ass running into the fucking ropes? Canelo really hit that hard?
I call bullshit on that fight, bro. I told you. I said it off top. If Plant do anything crazy like knock out Darrell, I'm calling bullshit on the Canelo fight, and I do. I do call bullshit. Because what the fuck? That
Ah,
that that combo that you threw on Darrell, you didn't attempt once. The fuck was that?
he got a new trainer, bro. That's what it is.
Oh, fucking Breadman. Man, Breadman, he's coached what? He coached J Rock and then he coached Kyron Davis against Benavidez. What y'all think? Y'all think he fucking downloaded the data to beat Benavidez? No,
Hell no.
don't get this man hurt.
Hell no. I'm pretty sure he would have. I feel like even Cairo, I feel like even he had in his mind, I'm gonna just give it my best. We don't really have a game plan, but fuck it.
I mean,
But they didn't even show like they had a game plan.
Kyron was doing good, but at there comes a certain point when you're fighting certain people, it's just your physical limitations. Like one thing I was thinking about recently is like to hurt Benavidez, like to really hurt him, you got to do shit that's unconventional. You got to hit him in the temple, in the ear. You got to up jab his nose to where like it's pushing his nose bone back into his brain. You got to jab him in the eyes. Like you got to do shit to really get him
You
off
trying
of
to
his
say
balance.
you gotta do some Tyson Fury shit?
Shit, if possible, he's fucking huge, bro. And you have to really disorient him to get working. Because if he's focused and all your punches just bouncing off his arms and shit, then you're not gonna do anything, and you're just gonna piss him off until he runs you down. And that's all that's happened. Like Ellis was putting in some good work, but it wasn't
Definitely
enough.
was, but he was just I don't know. Maybe his body wouldn't hold up. Is he a real 168 pounder?
I think he might be from fucking middleweight. I don't know. I have to let me look it up. But no, he was putting in some good work. It's just eventually it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and then he started hitting arms. He started hitting arms more than he was hitting body and other shit. So yeah, no, I just it happens. But he couldn't keep up the pressure, and he wasn't effective enough, and he didn't hurt him. He didn't hurt him enough. So yeah.
So, what do you think about Morel versus Benavidez? Though a lot of people have been talking about that shit. A lot of people saying now, man, I don't know. He might get off on Benavidez' ass.
I've said that Morel will probably decision Benavidez, and I still stand by that. And now my decision is even more reinforced because Morel is somebody that's his size. Like
And
again,
the power is fucking crazy, man. I
yeah,
ain't gonna lie.
most of
He
Benavidez's greatest hits are from
fucking
people coming up
Nova.
to 154. That's why people really want. That's why people really want him to fight fucking Charlo. But Morel is somebody that's his size, somebody that's fucking big. And
What do you
yeah,
think
Ellis is
about
the natural
Burrell's
one.
skill, his punch selection?
I think it's good. I think he's not your typical Cuban. I think he has the Cuban schooling, but he has good punch variety. He almost fights like a Mexican, to be quite honest. But but yeah, no, I think it's very good. I don't think he should hang. Like you remember when he was doing all that inside work on Ados or whatever. I don't think he should do that on Benavidez. I think he should probably keep the fight at a
At a
distance, put some
distance?
power on him, and step around because Benavidez likes all that inside shit. He likes being able to get the uppercuts, go to the body, shit like that. So I don't think he should do that with him. But it looked good. It definitely looked good.
And my thing, I was thinking too, I was like, okay, I didn't like how he started slowing down in the end, towards the end. And even though he got the knockout at the end or whatever, but I was seeing them body shots land from Yerbo.
I
Them
mean, yeah,
body shots was, and I feel like it was slowing them down a little bit.
yeah. I
I
mean,
could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe he was just taking, some rounds off, but still throwing some punches to win. But I just feel like he just like all that burst of energy he had in the first 4 rounds. It was not there in the later rounds. And they say this is like his what second time going to the 12th round.
yeah. The first time was with Lennox Allen, some dude, a dude he fought, and then Yerbo knocked that dude out. But I think, yeah. First of all, him being defensively responsible, bending at the waist, that took a lot of energy. And also, he's very athletic, and he hasn't really doesn't have a lot of 12 round experience, so he got to get that shit in. But clearly, the power stayed. The power was still there.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely. That's how you know it's real.
and that's what you need against a dude like Benavidez, because Benavidez is on the same type of time. Benavidez power don't go nowhere. So now that we know that, despite almost never having gone to full 12, that David Morrell's power stays, it's still there at the 12. That's a bad sign for Benavidez, to be honest. But hopefully he wouldn't go in there into the tank. But there's like I said, there's a reason why Plant and Benavidez haven't even talked about Morrell yet. Because first of all, they got to get their shit done, and second of all, because
Man, I
they
think Plant will get fucking hurt by Morrell, bro.
nah, bro, they know this shit isn't sweet. I mean, like Plant about to get credit for getting his ass whooped by Benavidez. We're like, oh, he's brave. He's giving us a fight. Yeah, he's the division's Sean Porter. Like he's down to fight everybody, but he mostly loses. It's okay. The division needs the niggas. We need somebody to get whooped on so we can have fights.
Man, bro, you talking like this, but what if Plant go in there and whoop fucking motherfucking Benavidez ass?
I would be legitimately shocked if Plant was able to pull some shit off like that. I would be legitimately shocked, and I'll take ownership. I'd be like, you know what? I talk
What
shit.
if he go? Look, what if that fight looked like motherfucking J Rock versus fucking Hurd?
Oh my god.
And I'm not saying because Breadman's training, but what if it just looked like that stylistically?
Man, I was physically,
You know what I'm saying? Like when he just outboxing the fuck out of him.
I'm not no disrespect to her because I understand he's a champion and all that, but physically, I think David Benavidez is a little bit more durable, and I don't think
Think so?
Caleb. Yeah, and I don't think Caleb Plant is big. Not to mention, Benavidez is actually fast. Hurd was slow. Hurd is slow. He's a tank. Because Benavidez, what he lacks on the feet as far as speed, he makes up for on the hands. His hands are very fast. Hurd doesn't throw no fast fucking combos like that. Come on now.
Hurd, oh my god, man! And I really used to like that dude a lot. It's like the boxing skills wasn't there. He was really winning off of just being big, dude. A big DC nigga.
Right. He was, with all due respect, he was kind of like, like I mean, I'm not comparing him because he's significantly better as far as skill for skill, but he was doing what fucking actually no, that's a bad example. He was doing Tyson Fury does. Tyson Fury is just big. He's just bigger than everybody. And he's been able to be put on his ass by multiple people. That's why that was smaller than him. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, he's just big, and that's what Hurt was doing. Hurt was just a tank. Hurt was just a massive fucking tank. He punches real hard, and that's what he's able to do. But
And that's what I said with Hurd. He got that fucking final boss ass power, where you could throw a million combinations, but once he start hitting you with some shit, your fucking health bar gonna go down a fucking grip. Because that's what he did with fucking Laura. Because Laura was putting it on his ass. Laura was hitting him some good combination, flush. But then when her just started throwing his sloppy ass punches and them shits connected, it was just like, man, it's like, he changed that nigga whole face.
Yeah, he's like I said, bro. He's big. He's big, but Benavidez has more attributes when it comes to boxing. I'm not saying Benavidez is some master fucking boxer, but I think that he's a more talented boxer than Jarrett Hurd. I'll put that out there. He jabs
Man, all I'm saying is if he goes in there and Plant get on his ass, they gonna be saying, "Oh, nigga, y'all trainer, y'all need a way better trainer." Because look what happened to Ryu, bro. That shit was crazy, man.
right. Yeah, right. Ryo's not
Oh
only
my god! And I'm gonna keep it 100. He got the little same style like Benavidez too. Don't really throw a lot of flurry of punches and shit, and got no defense.
well. I agree with the defense part, but he doesn't. I don't think he has a similar offensive style. David Benavidez plants his feet before he goes rushing in head first because he's big. Usually, is the bigger guy. You got to come to him. He wouldn't run to you. Ryo ran at this dude, not knowing what the hell he's getting into, and he got smoked. Benavidez will either stop, plant his feet, or he'll back up, with the high guard on the ropes to assess your punching power. Ryo ran in there head first like he was fucking Mike Tyson and ran into a bunch of shit. Benavidez not gonna do
Why do
that.
you think Plant is so confident to fight Benavidez? Because this wasn't no George Cambosa's forced to fight. It was on some nigga, nah, I signed my shit first, pussy type shit.
Well, number one,
Where did that come from?
because Plant hype is high right now, and he wants to get paid. He wants to do some numbers. Number two, he's fucking 30, and like the division is weak. So how many other fights, how many other big fights are going to be made? I mean, look, they all at 168, and they're all calling out Charlo. Charlo's still a champion at 160. That should tell you how whack the division is. If you need middleweights to come up and make your shit hot. So he ain't got that many fights. Canelo ain't dealing with his punk ass no more, so he's like, shit, might as well. Not to mention, Benavidez called everybody from 160 to 168 some bitches. So somebody got to go see him. Tell him
Man,
that.
it's either I think he was looking at it like, man, it's either take Benavidez and get a payday and possibly get my ass kicked, or fucking fight Morrell for a lesser payday and get my ass kicked even worse.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember he was talking about Charlo, and it was like, bro, again, the fact that y'all need Charlo, the middleweight champion of the world, to make your division hot, that means y'all
I
niggas
ain't
need
gonna
to
lie.
rest.
Where do you put Charlo in this when you talk about these boys, man?
I don't.
Because I don't know about Charlo versus Morrell, man. Because Ronnie Shields looking like he might ride with this nigga Morrell the way he was fucking skinning and grinning when he took a picture with that nigga at the end of the fight. Yeah, I get it. That's his boy, yo. But
I don't.
he
Well, I
looking
don't.
like, man, this one's different.
Well, I don't put him in there because he's not up there. If once he takes his ass up to 168, then maybe I can make some assessment. I think no cap. I think honestly his first fight at 168 should be Daniel Jacobs' bitch ass. But Jacobs ain't gonna come out of that fucking that little zone little payday section. But no, I mean we gotta. What's up, Alan? We got
Man,
we got
look, I'm gonna
we
keep
got,
it
we got to move.
100, bro. If Charlo coming back, I don't think he's coming back to 160.
I think he is.
That nigga too big, man. I seen the picture. Even when he was training taking that picture next to that bag, he looked big as hell, bro.
I think he's
Not
gonna come
tall,
out.
big. I'm talking about like I've been eating fucking turkey leg cut big.
I think that's why he started back training before he was talking about a fight. He's trying to get his fucking weight down. Because I don't think he's gonna come back at 168. I think he's gonna try to come back at 160 because he's still the fucking champ. And he better make some moves because he's approaching Gary Russell levels of activity. They might talk about stripping him and shit.
Um, the good brother Tay Jones said that he thinks that fucking Gary Russell's gonna fight Lipinets.
The fuck? Oh, you mean Antoine Russell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was like, wait. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good fight. Both of them ain't doing
I
shit.
ain't gonna lie. Since Gary Russell broke his arm, we ain't seen him in a minute. I think it's appropriate that when we say Gary Russell, we're referring to the one that's on the winning streak by
Okay.
KO.
All right. Appreciate
Am I wrong for saying that?
No, not at all. I'm so used to referring to Big Gary as Gary, like the only person I call Gary Russell. Because the other one I've been calling Antoine his whole life. So, so like I just that's how I
The,
differentiate him.
the
The other one I
man's
call
name
him
is
Antoine.
Gary Russell. All of them names Gary Russell.
That's just like all George Foreman kids name fucking George Foreman. It's just
That's
crazy.
weird. Are you serious?
Yeah, all his kids name George Foreman. Oh, yeah, but no, I mean that's a good fight. Sergey ain't doing shit, and we know he likes to earn the paycheck.
Sergey got some skill, man. And I ain't gonna lie, Gary Russell, his defense ain't been looking the best to me.
No, don't do that. He'll get over on Sergey.
I don't know. Sergey, the technician, I
But
mean, samurai.
I just appreciate the fact that he's down to earn a paycheck. See, Keith Thurman don't want to be in these dudes' spots. He doesn't want to be the
Oh,
coach
wait. No, what the fuck am I
that's
talking about?
fighting
I
everybody.
just seen Lip in this fight. He ain't look that good either.
I was gonna say, like, come on now, he whooped on Brandon Figueroa. I mean, no, not Brandon, fucking Omar.
Omar Figueroa, yeah, he could have
Yeah,
got
come
that
on,
nigga
man.
out in
This
the
nigga
first round.
lost.
Really about it.
I mean, I'm not saying he sucks, but Antoine will get in there and go to work. It's not like he's just gonna get washed.
I ain't gonna lie. Antoine, like, he gotta find his, like, how can I say, like, his distance when it comes to throwing his punches, man, because he just be off by a hair, man. But when he connects, man, it's over.
Well, I mean, he's they have to adjust the training system because their father just died, and now dealing with Gary as the coach, which I'm sure is something he didn't really want to do, is difficult. So they gotta work that out. They gotta work that shit out.
He needs to work on his jab too.
His jab is good. He just needs to use it more. He needs to be more active with it and let the jab get him out of trouble. Like whenever he's in trouble, he doesn't move his head enough. He doesn't move his feet enough, and he doesn't jab. He just takes punches. Like no, you got to actually jab some and get your fire and maneuver, like get your way out of there. But he'll be okay. Like I said, once they get over the death of their father and adjust to whatever coaching system Big Gary is doing, I think they'll all be all right. As far as Antonio goes, I don't know what the fuck
Oh man,
going on. I don't know what the fuck.
Lord,
That was
man, I ain't want to. Oh my God,
that was ridiculous. I was like, what? I was like, you losing to this nigga? Are you serious?
I
I
was
was
looking
like,
like,
all right.
what?
Yeah, that caught me by surprise. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Man, I think he's injured, man, for real, for real.
No, no. See, the first time they fought, his leg was injured, but this time he was healthy. That was just the ass whooping. I'm so glad I didn't put no money on that shit. Oh my god, that
Nah,
would be
I
bad.
really feel like it was his legs too, bro. He can't do what he used to do. The way he fights, I don't know, man.
Man, he better start fucking. He better start carrying water. Out there getting beat up like that. Motherfuckers at their weight class can move. You better figure some shit out. Shit.
It's hard for fighters who rely on their athleticism to, really focus on like using other tools to win the fight.
Right.
Because like, man, it's like once he knew when he couldn't move his legs and jump out the way like that, man, he was just getting tagged up.
Yeah. I don't
Yep.
think.
But it is what it is, man. This is what you want to he signed up for.
Yeah. What's up, Extreme? Cause I don't think that Virgil Ortiz is going to fight Thurman. That's just some bullshit Golden Boy put out there. Because if they wanted to send Thurman some paperwork, they could have been done that. That's what Oscar does. Oscar says, "Oh, we're trying to make the fight," and then he'll put some random ass business reason as to why the fight can't happen. Like, look what he's doing with Ryan and Tank. Like, bro, that fight's not in the process of getting fucking made. It's not. You could have fought him at any point. Devin Haney was over at the zone and everyone says he can't punch more shit. Ryan didn't even want to fight him. He didn't go fuck the Tank, like bro. No, there's not even. These fights are not happening. Ryan Garcia is trying to promote his pussy ass state. I mean, not Ryan, but Oscar De La Hoya is trying to promote his pussy ass stable without actually having to sacrifice those dudes. His
Bro,
whole
that
his
that shit with Zerto made Golden Boy look bad. That wasn't just an L for Zerto. Because it's like, man, what y'all been doing with this nigga?
dude Zerto was never good. Just like Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is not fucking good. He's just like that's why like when I was
But
predicting
why these niggas coming into the matches with legendary fucking boxing records, 50-0 and shit,
that's because that's all they are. Like
41-0?
he's trying to he's trying to maintain their longevity. He's trying to get as much as they can out of them before they finally step up. That's why these motherfuckers will have a record of 60-0, and then they finally have a step up fight and get completely fucking waxed because they're not good. Like Hyman will get his first title attempt at 160 or higher, he's gonna get his ass beat. That's why he doesn't want to fight Triple G, don't want to fight Jamal because he's not good. I mean, shit, he might be able to get over on 40-year-old Triple G now, but he's fucking collecting dust, bro. And Virgil is the same fucking way. They're gonna keep him on the shelf until the belts become vacant. He can fight some nobody for it. Yeah, man, it's all fucking cap. He's
They want
like,
that green belt on the Mexicans so bad. I know they do.
yeah, bro. They're just trying to move. They're just trying to move these dudes into position without sacrificing them. Fucking building
That's
up all
why
this
they'll stay
momentum.
at that weight class until it kills them, man. Before they fucking leave, they want that belt.
Yeah, Jaime Munguia and Virgil Ortiz Jr. both almost died trying to fight nobodies, like as opposed to just moving up the weight and getting smoked. Like, and Benavidez has lost his belt so many fucking times. He's comfortable not making weight no more. He'll just move the contract weight to fucking 1 or 2 pounds off and fight in Arizona. Like, man, these dudes they know what the fuck is up, bro. Like a lot of my picks are motivated by the decisions that teams make because I can feel when a team is not confident that they're gonna whoop somebody ass. And if you don't believe in you, I'm not gonna believe in you. The fuck I look like? I'm trying to win some money, and you're over here not making weight, not wanting to fight people, man. Fuck
I
you.
should have, I was tripping, man. Just thinking about like certain things, man. I was like, when it came to Wilder Fury, I'm like, how did I not know something was up? Why the fuck was Tyson Fury them teams so fucking confident in the rematch? So confident. Because them niggas knew they was gonna win that fucking fight. One way or another. Cheater or not.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the exact situation, bro. And it's the same in the opposite. Y'all keep talking about Virgil Ortiz Jr., Ryan Garcia, all these dudes, all these fights that we're talking about, they could have been had them. They
Bro,
could have been had them. And the thing is, these niggas are young. They could fight once now and then again 10 years from now. So that's when y'all talking about Ryan Garcia and all this bullshit. Like, bro, this shit could have been happened, bro. They don't want none. They don't want kids. They're gonna keep talking that shit and then watch Ryan Garcia next opponent be Maxie Hughes or some stupid shit.
right.
Man, bro, like stop, bro. Tang and
He
the thing
did
is,
have a little Twitter back and forth with him.
yeah, bro, it's a bunch of fucking crap, dog.
The
Yeah,
zone in the fucking commentary.
it's nonsense. Oscar not sacrificing his babies.
Bill,
It's shit.
I'm
It's
gonna
shit.
keep it 100. I was watching Ryan Garcia's shadow box
He's horrible.
and I thought to myself, man, why am I not a pro boxer? It's like
All right,
real
man.
shit.
All
Cause I'm like,
right,
what the fuck?
all right, man. You talk enough shit, and if you can meet Ryan Garcia at like 152, you might be able to get that. I'm no bullshit. If you talk, if you keep talking and just convince him
Bro, I
152,
was looking at this nigga shadow box and I was like, man, this shit just looks terrible.
he's
Like
horrible.
not even on no funny shit. Like, bro,
Yeah,
I don't know,
like
man. I don't know.
he's
And they want to
not
put him
only
in with Tank.
and the worst part is he can't defend Tank's best punch. Like, come on, bro. And y'all niggas think that him punching down is gonna affect that? Y'all think that Ryan Garcia is a small target. I'm like, exactly. He has no fucking accuracy. Tank is a master at hunting big dudes. He's gonna pop his ass in the liver and then pop his ass over the head with the left, and it's gonna be
From what
done.
I've seen, the person that gave Tank the most problems was fucking around the same height as him or shorter
Was
than
shorter. Exactly. Cruz. Because Tank had to punch down, and Tank is not used to that. Tank is used to punching at big ass targets where he doesn't have to be as accurate. He fights like a shotgun. But with Cruz, you have to be surgical, and he had to adjust to it. That's exactly my point. Ryan Garcia is don't get me wrong. Ryan Garcia is huge, he's big as fuck, and he's used to fighting smaller dudes, but he's not used to fighting people that's quick, that can punch hard. Like,
and
oh,
the way Ryan Garcia leaves his head up, and
oh,
no, just you can just change that in one fucking training camp or
there's,
even two.
there's no point in even discussing this shit. Ryan is not good. Okay, he's popular. He's not fucking good. Like, I don't understand how many times, like I said, people go, "Oh, he gonna fight Tank," and bro. And the thing is, Even if the fight did get made, I wouldn't give a fuck. It's just him getting sacrificed. That's not a good fight. It's fucking garbage.
That's not even a good fight to me. I'm gonna keep it 100.
It's
It's a
not.
it's it's a fan friendly, funny fight. Like you know what I'm saying,
It's a highlight
WWE
reel.
highlight real ready to happen.
Yeah, bro. He's
But it's
fucking
not no like,
sucks.
oh my god, man, like the best versus the best, nigga. Because bro, I feel like a lot of these dudes can get off on Ryan Garcia, Frank Martin.
Bro, Michelle Rivera will beat Ryan Garcia ass right now. Okay. You know why we talking shit? Buddy McGirt got this dude Carlos Balderas over at Top Rank. He'll probably beat Ryan Garcia ass. Like, come on, bro. William Zepeda will probably beat Ryan Garcia ass. Like, bro, Ryan, you were talking about this nigga because he got 8 million Instagram followers. He's not good. He's popular. He's a pretty boy, but he's not good. Just like people keep talking about Montana Love. Oh, he gonna run 140. He gonna be the second coming of Adrian Broner. Oh my god, this nigga is not good.
Look,
He's not
look,
good, bro.
look. I was thinking that too one day. I'm gonna keep it 100. I was thinking, man, maybe you know what I'm saying Montana Love. You know, he maybe he could be the next second coming to AB. And then one day I watched Showbox and I seen him versus Kenneth Sims Jr. and I didn't even know Kenneth Sims Jr. at that time, but I just thought that man, he about to go, he about to school on this dude, man, dude. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. It looked like he lost that fucking fight, but they
I
gave him a draw.
I tried to warn y'all. Y'all were certifying Montana Love based off nothing. I
Not
was
not
like,
y'all. I ain't
what the
certified that nigga.
okay.
Hell no.
Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, dudes were like, "Oh, Montana Love." I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then you see him get almost knocked the smooth the fuck out. You're like, "Oh shit, maybe not."
He
I'm
got
like,
a
bro,
war. He had a war with a guy that people think that should never even box again because how wacky he is.
that's that nigga's
He,
best win. That's that
that's
nigga. This best win is fucking Baranchik. That should tell you everything you need to know. And he struggled like fuck. He almost got knocked out. Oh my god! Like, hey, extreme. Hey, that's cool, but Tank don't seem to want it. So that's one of those things. And he's never fought a bigger person with training similar to him. So that's important. But I would love it if the fight could happen. So tell Tank to get that paperwork going.
Man, Tank was supposed to fight Rivera, bro. Now Frank Martin about to get the credit fighting him. Like, come on, bro.
Nah, I'm honestly glad Tank didn't fight Rivera because that's a highlight reel too. Don't get me wrong, I like little Ali, but if Tank fought
But
Ali,
still, that's some credit. That's somewhat because it's nigga. I'm gonna keep it 100. Rivera's a better fighter stylistically than fucking Rolly, bro.
Rivera is better than anybody Tank has fought
Oh,
since Pedraza.
facts.
that's true. Yeah, no debate there. That's fact.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could have easily got that W over them, and that's just the name, bro. Now
And he
niggas
big
like,
as
oh,
shit.
Tank
But
by
I'm gonna
20.
tell you this: if Rivera fought Tank, he'd be talking to Muhammad Ali in person,
Man,
like real talk.
He gonna go see that nigga.
Yeah, nah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He'll look real good for the first 4 rounds, but eventually Tank will slip some shit in there and then blap, gone. Because this
I
chin
feel
isn't
like
titanium. He's been dropped before.
I feel like if you're a fighter with like a pretty good IQ and you fighting against somebody that needs that one shot to knock you out, I feel like you can for the most part avoid that shit. If
man,
Tank
I
decides
ain't
with that game plan,
Tank when he fought Cruz and the way
yeah,
he was trying to slip all those punches, man. It really made me impressed with the way that how Tank could fight. Like, I'm like, dude, that nigga, it really
yeah,
takes a lot to do that.
skills.
Skills.
People been saying that for the longest. It's like Tank is more than just power. Like he's got real skills.
No, Tank is excellent. Tank is a fantastic boxer. I've never
But they
taken
say
that
he's
away from him.
throwing enough
But
punches like Canelo Alvarez.
This my issue with Tank. I got three issues with Tank.
oh shit,
Um, One, the hunger. Like, don't get me wrong. I know he wants to win. I think like his main like motivation is like what he says on these internet. Like, I'm the number one ticket seller. I'm the number one attraction. I'm that guy. That's what he means when he says I'm that guy. He ain't talking about I got all the belts. I'm fighting all the top people. I'm the best. He's not talking about that. Number two, his size. Like no matter what he does, as skilled as he is, he got them little T Rex arms. He about 5 foot. He's about 5 foot nothing. Um,
Yeah, I'm pretty short, and Tank is
yeah,
probably. I think he's 1 inch smaller than me.
yeah. Against dudes like Dev or even Shakur, he's got a huge disadvantage. Especially since he's going to be the one. He's going to be the aggressor, and
Didn't
he's
we,
already not really a high volume puncher, anyways.
Well, he
didn't
got
we,
that power though, so
didn't
he
we
got.
establish that Tank had like a half-inch reach advantage on Shakur? Didn't we
Yeah,
establish that
but
last year?
okay. Either way,
I ain't saying nothing
it,
about his arms. I'm talking about how small he is compared to them in size.
right. But with
Oh,
Shakur, you're not just gonna catch him with one shot. Like you gotta really time that dude perfectly to do that. And on top of that, yeah, you do. And on top of that, if you are gonna catch him, you have to catch him with some combinations. Like maybe the
I
first two
mean,
shots
guys
might
that
miss.
went to the fences and still caught his ass.
with
Well,
any other fighter, what you're saying is absolutely correct. But Tank
hmm
is weird. His power doesn't make any sense. It's like Wilder. That little boy is strong for no fucking reason, bro. Like I'm saying, like with anybody else, with any other power puncher, absolutely, you're 100% correct. But Tank, he doesn't need to do all that. He can like tap you or clip you and send your shit swinging to the other side. Like he's weird. He's a freak of nature. It's not so he's not supposed to be possible, but he is.
yeah, he
So
might catch. I think he'll definitely get Shakur with something, but I don't think he's gonna get him with that big shot. And on top of that, Shakur hasn't really shown that he doesn't have. What if he has like a great chin? We don't know that.
no chin on earth at below 160 is taking Tank heat. I'm sorry, it's not. I mean,
Right.
below
We
147.
talking
It like
about Shakur's mental state right now, though.
His mental state.
I love Devin Haney, but if he
Yeah,
Uh,
gets
the
caught
reason why I
clean by
say
Tank, he will go to sleep.
the reason why I say that because you got to remember he was right there during that situation with Takeoff.
oh yeah.
And so it's like, damn, man. What if he's motivated though?
To be fair, I think niggas like Tank and Shakur that come from them type of environments, I feel like they used to that type, especially when you don't really have any real emotional connection to dude.
Yeah, I
Not
You
to
get
know,
mention, not to mention, Shakur is, with all due respect, protected because he's represented by Jay Prince. Why do you think he's so comfortable walking out there? He
right?
knows, yeah. Jay Prince ain't gonna let nothing happen to Shakur.
man. I don't know about that, nigga. I feel like he got blessed right there.
See, if Shakur would
No,
have had a Bill Haney in his life, none of this would have happened.
right? He'd have his young ass at home reading a book or some shit.
Bro, this
Yeah,
nigga Devin
he
Haney
wouldn't be he wouldn't be at a gas station
organization.
beating up niggas. Go ahead, bro.
Ah, well, that's just that should that's kids. I've been in scuffles like that before. That don't count. And I'm the most squarest nigga ever. But
Yeah, shit happens, man.
right, yeah, I've gone to college twice. I'm the squarest nigga ever, and I've been in a little bullshit like that. So I'm not gonna count that. But yeah, he definitely shouldn't have been out in the streets hanging with Quavo on them. That shouldn't have
Right,
happened. Yeah, you
right.
should have had your young ass at the house. And not, didn't he just propose to this woman and get her pregnant? And he out here hanging with street niggas.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, that shit's scary, man.
He
Like,
gonna fuck around and end up like Broner if he keep playing.
I don't see that happen because one thing about Shakur, he takes this boxing shit seriously. I could tell.
he
Hey,
got good.
so did
He
Broner.
got good people in his corner. I like his grandfather.
Shit,
Yeah,
shit. Prime Broner. Like I'll put it this way: at one point, the way he was moving, Prime Broner and Terrence Crawford would have been the underdog. But then he
Uh,
fucked all that up.
it's a little bit different from Broner because like you could tell when Shakur is getting interviewed, he's passionate about the sport. Like he legit enjoys talking about it. Like when you see Tank get interviewed, this nigga don't like boxing, bro. He just
Yeah, it's like
really good
more
at
like,
it.
man, he be acting like he motherfucking little baby or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
bro, you're not a
Yeah,
rapper. You're a fucking boxer, bro.
I
You
mean,
have
because look, Tank been getting like 8-figure guarantees since he's like fucking his early 20s. So yeah, he just like the money at this point. He don't really care about boxing, which is
Right.
unfortunate. But I agree,
Right.
extreme. Jay Prince is a fraud.
let's keep it a hundred.
He be on some coon shit.
When's the last time Tank really had like a world championship belt?
For draws,
I think he had
man.
the IBF, right?
I don't remember. Let me pull
Yes,
that shit up.
That's about it.
bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. I'm a Tank fan. But when he's been fighting these dudes, I don't even care what belt's on the fucking line. I just be like, ah, yeah, it is what it is. Think about to fight somebody.
I don't care about the belts. I just need some opposition.
Right.
Bro, like yeah,
That's
like
what I'm saying. Like, man,
yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like shit, even if he fought Cambosis right now and smoked his ass, that would be cool. Michelle Rivera, sure. You want to do run back that Isaac Cruz joint? Yeah, all right, whatever.
I mean, look, this is my thing though.
William Zepeda, JoJo
Wait, did
Diaz.
he fought somebody after Isaac Cruz? Oh yeah, Rolling.
Yeah, he fought punk ass Rolly. Rolly, and again, another dude who's just big, never been good. Rolly is
That
one
was
of
the
the
first time.
least. He's one of the least talent, like the least talented people in all of fucking boxing. He just
He
big.
should have rematched motherfucking Isaac Cruz. That's a money fight too.
It's weird. People say that, oh, he lost that fight, but these same people, if he rematches him, are gonna be like, oh, you cherry picking again.
You cherry picking.
They're not really
You already
confident
beat him
anymore.
with one hand.
That's
Right.
true. That's true. That's true. That's why I'd be like, Tank, bro. At some point, you got to boss up and either try to fight Devin Haney or Loma or fucking Shakur, or you just move your ass up to 140 where you was fine. Go beat up Josh Taylor or Tiafimo or Regis or one of them niggas. Like, look, Regis about to clip Zepeda for this WBC. Tank should be all on that ass. That's some smoke he could easily get. Him and Regis have already had beef on Twitter. Regis said he'll beat his little young ass. So I'm like, go ahead and fight Regis. What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't like the way Tank was looking at 140. Yeah, he beat Barrios, but there was still a moment in there where it's like, bro, he got hurt. I wouldn't say he got hurt, but he got hit with a fucking right hand and he shrugged it off. But I'm like, man, the other guys at 140 got some real life power over there.
I think Tank can do damage at 140. Like I think he'll smoke Sandor Martin. I think he'll smoke fucking Arnold Barboza. That dude they hyping up out of no fucking where. He fought no goddamn body and can't punch worth shit. I think he'll smoke Josh Taylor and fucking Catterall. That's for sure. I think Matias, Antoine, Regis, Pollo, and yeah,
I
I
think
think
he
they
too
give him
small
some
for that weight
problems.
class.
Huh?
I think he
What?
too small for that weight class.
I don't. Not right now. I don't. I mean, or no,
That's why
Brandon Lee will give Tank some problems. Brandon Lee quick as hell.
Nigga, did
he
you see,
quick, but
bro,
he's
did
he's
you see
open to get
Brandon
hit.
almost got his ass fucking knocked the hell out against a
No,
nobody?
real talk. But I'm saying, they give the shit. Tank's opponents be nobody until Tank struggles. So shit, fuck, let young ass Brandon Lee get his little check.
See, you could tell by the way his Cameron Duncan is moving. Brandon Lee, that
He's a sacrifice
they
waiting to happen.
that he's not ready yet.
No,
Hell no,
they
he's
they
ready.
need to feed his ass to Gary Antoine Russell for somebody else to take that scalp.
I
I'm
think they
telling you.
they want to, but they want to put that in a position where it's for a title.
Oh my God, Cameron Duncan needs to hurry up. He already got boots and he about to lose him. Oh hell no!
I'll be
I'm
trying to
sorry.
feed him Tank. If
Teach
I was to
no.
promote, if I thought my fighter wasn't that guy, I would try to sell him to the highest bidder, which in this case would be Tank, because
But
you could
you
sell that fight because you got the Asian dude that would bring that market. He gets knockouts. I think he's got like every fight's been a knockout except for two, and he's big. But he would get a big payday. He might lose, but it's better than lose to some journeyman that he could potentially lose to.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. And not to mention, he was talking about moving up to welterweight. And him and Boots are really close friends. So I'm like, oh, you gonna fight? You gonna see Boots? He was like, oh, we're friends. So and I'm like, yeah, Nick, we know how that fight ends. I'm the trip.
yeah, yeah. He said he got
I
boots on his
you know
pound list
I get
already. So what did that tell you?
Yeah, yeah, he
I
on
get
that
worried
bullshit.
about fighters who leave their head up and don't have not much defense
Uh-huh.
because you put them in there with a situation where look, think about it, man. Some of these fights can change these fighters' lives, man. Like look at Yurbo who just fought Morel. Nigga, ain't no telling if he ever gonna be able to box again.
Yeah, he
That
might
can
I
have to
blame
take
the
a
that
corner
can
break.
for
happen
that
to
shit.
a fighter if you match him wrong early.
I blame the corner for that shit because we know fighters are not gonna quit in that ring. At least a lot of them won't. So it's the corner's job to like take it out of their hands and you know make the hard decision.
No, niggas quit every day. He should have sat his ass down somewhere. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sad that he's in. Well, I mean, I'm not sad, but like, it's unfortunate that he's in a
He was
medically
still
induced
fighting
coma.
back, and that's the crazy thing though. Because what do you say to that?
bro.
You,
But come on,
you should
you
have laid.
fellas. Yeah, we
Go ahead, go
know
ahead.
in boxing there's a culture of not quitting. Like if Dev fought Lomachenko in the eighth round was getting touched up and he just quit in his corner, we know Shakur, Tank, all his fellow like his peers, they gonna look at that nigga sideways. He's soft. He a bitch ass nigga. Like
And
nigga
you
nigga
know,
nigga nigga folded.
and
Like we
that
know that's how
and that,
boxers think, bro. So that's why these niggas are willing to die in the ring. Like
but
it's like a
that's going
it's
to
just a,
happen. That's going to happen. And you know what should happen after? They should all fight Devin and see if they get the same results. That's what you got to do. Like, look at Rigo. Nobody disrespects
uh
Rigo for quitting against Loma. He literally just sat the
oh
fuck down and
No,
said,
they ate his ass up, man.
yeah, and
"I
not to
don't."
mention he what's his nationality?
He's Cuban.
Cuban.
Yeah, Dev is African American, so one, he speaks English. He's part of the culture. So like we're gonna get on his ass. And on top of that, the racists are gonna get on his ass too.
Man, Devin Haney, man, and Bill, man, when they fight Lomachenko, even though Lomachenko just looked like how he looked, they still got to keep an eye out for some funny business, man, because they know, man. Let's be real. Sometimes these fighters be having tricks on their sleeves.
Oh, you talking about Loma looking average against Ortiz?
Yeah, because he fucking around and look like somebody else in that the Devin Haney fight.
See, that's why I like Devin Haney and his father. They're smart. They said, "Oh no, we're expecting a far better Loma when it comes to CS." They already see the bullshit. They know what they're dealing with. Bill and
See,
them, they've been.
that's why low key I wanted Shakur to fight Loma, not Dev. I know I'm being selfish,
I
but
wanted Shakur to fight fucking Devin, or Shakur or
him
Keisha.
too.
Yeah,
Him no, that wasn't gonna happen. But I wanted Shakur to fight Loma instead of Dev because I feel like Shakur put more of a beating on Loma. That's
oh
just my personal.
Shakur whooped the shit out of Loma. Like you saw
Yeah,
that picture they took in sparring. Lomachenko looked like he saw a fucking ghost. He was like, "Oh my
And that's why he's
yeah.
not fucking evil. Look, I feel like he's gonna take this Devin Haney fight and retire after it, or
shit."
lose
He
to
better
Devin
move.
Haney and then probably fight somebody after and just retire.
He better move
Depending on
back
how
down to
bad he loses,
130.
that's probably true. Because he don't want to be nobody's what do they call them dudes that become
Gatekeeper.
old gatekeeper? Yeah, that's why Porter retired. He saw it on the horizon. And you're not finna fit me the
The
boots.
hell no, you about to
That
beat me
and
to boot.
he said it first thing too. He was like, "What? I'm not fighting that young man. No way. I'd rather get smoked by Crawford. At least then
This
I'll get
nigga,
some."
this nigga Porter. 1 week Boots is overrated, and then this past week Boots is the most talented boxer in boxing. Like nigga, which one is it?
Well, Porter, he's an Errol Spence hater, so he be on some bullshit sometimes. But Porter not stupid. He knew what it was. He knew because that's the thing. People like Sean Porter fight everybody. So whenever a sacrifice needs to be made, Al Heyman like, "Hey, nigga, you trying to earn a check?" And
Nah, nah.
Porter's like,
Niggas,
"Nah, bro."
niggas like Sean Porter fight everybody after they lose.
Uh,
Yeah, that's true. He had lost to Kell Brook, I guess.
he ain't fight Errol Spence after Errol Spencer never lost.
No,
No,
I'm
he
talking
said
about
after
after
Sean
they
Porter
take a
lose.
loss.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they want to fight everybody.
I mean, well, that's the only way you get back to a title. So,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, shit. I mean,
That's
yeah,
how this boxing thing goes.
that's true. That's true. Even though sometimes he keep it real, sometimes he full of shit. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's true.
But
He.
look, you
He's
got
definitely a hater.
Same with bitch
Sean
ass
Porter's
Thurman.
been doing this shit for a long time, bro. I would
Hmm.
be a nigga that's in my mid 30s about to fight somebody that's like coming up and looks very dangerous like Boots for not as much money. You know, I can see like $10 million. I ain't finna fight this nigga for no 1 million, 2 million. Cause he can
You
fuck
might want to do that, but your
worse.
your people in your corner, they're gonna be like, nigga, what? You are not finna get in that ring with that man. You must be out your damn mind. Nah, nah, nah. Give me,
Who's
give me
the,
that Danny Garcia real quick.
we talking about Thurman?
I'm talking
No, no,
Sean
he's saying
Porter.
if he was a fighter in his mid 30s, he would fight like young, hungry lions.
No, I
It,
said I
de-
wouldn't fight a
it,
young Harvey Lion.
it
Oh, you wouldn't?
depends.
Okay.
Well, it depends on who the young hungry lions are, because not all these niggas are made equal, are created equal. Like I
Okay,
said,
Right.
if I had the skills of Sean Porter, I would want to fight Ortiz. I'll be calling for that shit.
right. You see,
But
that's
I
that's
wouldn't be
exactly my
calling for
point.
no
Thank
Boots.
you.
No, let me tell you why that's a bad stylistic matchup.
Not boots though. Fuck that.
That too, but Yeah, he might give Ortiz a lot of issues, but you gonna take a lot of punishment fighting Virgil Ortiz because with Sean Porter style, you gonna get hit a lot, and Virgil can crack.
Well,
I
that's
think
the
he'll
Virgil,
thing.
smother him.
Not if he can rush in, get his punches in, and then grab him before he gets anything significant off. Because Virgil not as talented as Terrence Crawford when it comes to accuracy or timing. Because Virgil just swings for the fences, so Virgil's goofy. He might be able to. He might be able
true,
to swing.
true. It might be a stylistic decent matchup for Sean Porter, but
Because Virgil can't fight on the back foot. He can't. He doesn't have a back foot. He just backs
that's
up, puts his
true.
hands up. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not. He's not Terrence Crawford. So yeah, that might be some shit he could get away with.
Oh
But
yeah. All right, man. I gotta get on your ass.
What's up?
Why the hell did you pick Zerdo to beat Bivol?
I was just bullshitting. I wasn't picking him for
Oh,
like, oh yeah, this nigga gonna do it like this. Nah, I was just bullshitting just to call the fucking Rasa fans bluff.
oh, okay. I was about to say, them niggas really thought they
Trust
had
me,
a chance.
I wasn't in there like, yeah, he gonna beat him off his jab and his excellent footwork. Nah.
that shit, that shit is well extreme. To answer your question, is Brandon Lee is trained by his father, and you know how that those partnerships go. But
Hey, what Bivol did against Zerto, it might be what Devin needs to do against Loma, because Bivol could have just fought on the back foot, but that's Loki playing into Zerto's
Man,
hands.
keeping a
He
hundred, I didn't
exposed that he
really
can't
watch
fight on
that
the back
whole
foot.
fight. I
Yeah,
just seen like uh like a 2 rounds, and I was like, oh no, this ain't it. No, it was the last 2 rounds, and I was like, nah, this shit, hell no, this nigga's ass.
yeah.
like
But the
it was
question,
just
no, he's
crazy.
not ass. Bivol just
Dude,
really
Zerto
really good.
sucks. No, Zerto sucks. He's not good. Like even if you watch his performances against
Hmm.
Uniseki or whatever the fuck his name is, Gonzalez, he almost got his ass whooped in. He almost got knocked
Yeah,
out. But yeah, no, like I was telling you, I'm like, what exactly do y'all see in Zerto that says that he's about to do something? And then I watched the
he's
first,
Mexican.
yeah, and then I watched the first fucking round. Like, dude, you could even see in his face from the first round, Zerto was like, oh my god, this is some different shit. This is some different shit. Like he was mentally fucking defeated as soon as Bivol landed his opening hooks. He was like, oh shit, okay, wait,
Bivol low,
hold on.
he can crack. You could tell he punches hard because Lazerda was not just going in crazy.
Bivol doesn't sit on any of his punches, and once people get hit, they immediately don't rush him again. Like Canelo got
Right.
hit with some hot shit one time. He was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hang out on these ropes, and I'm gonna just calm down and get some rest until this nigga take it easy, and I'm gonna try to counter him and make it out of here alive." Like,
That's
man,
his fighting style. If he actually sat on his punches, you would see what Caleb Plant did a couple weeks ago.
oh my god, if Bivol sat down on a punch, he would fucking retire these dudes. He would fucking knock an eye out. Like
Yeah,
like even when he's on his tippy toes, you can hear just the swatting sounds through the computer or the phone. He just like pop 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 pop. I was like, damn.
yeah, dude's a hell of a fighter.
Yeah, but I think Better be able to still get that ass though. I don't care what nobody say.
Scary dude, man.
Yeah, because Better be if like he sits down on
Man,
everything.
so I don't get it. So he better be about to fight some bum, and then he about to fight Yard.
No,
No,
Better.
he's fighting Yard first.
Yeah, he got to fight Yard. Then he got to fight fucking Callum Smith, which
Nah, but I
No,
heard that Yard got another fight with somebody.
yeah, Yard I think is
no,
fighting some trash.
is he? No, I'm pretty sure they fighting. When they fighting again? Supposed to be fighting.
I don't know. The WBC is fucking this shit up.
Nah, so yeah, somebody told me. From what I seen, they said that Yard had a fight with somebody, and then when Better Beef come back, he gonna fight Yard.
I'm looking at box rec
Yards,
right now.
yards. Box rec says better be at the next fight.
Yeah, because I remember it's them, and yeah, I remember it's these two got to fight, and then if Better be if clears him, he got to fight Callum Smith next.
Okay.
Look, man, I don't see how you beat this nigga because either you gotta have like a high pain tolerance and crazy skill level, and I don't know if Biarda has either one. 'Cause-
Yard is not good. Yard is
no,
not good.
he's okay for a
Yeah,
UK fighter.
yeah, he's decent, but he's not good. He's not defensively responsible. He's gonna come in, buck wild, maybe even get a knockdown. But then eventually he's gonna get caught with some hot shit. And he's gonna fold. That's all it
He's
is.
another one of these niggas that uses the Philly shell but don't know how to use it.
He don't use a Philly shell. He just fucking puts
Bro,
his hands up and
there's a
swings his hips
picture.
around and still gets fucking hit.
There's a picture of
Fucking
fucking
idiot.
Yard on the floor after
Yep.
getting dropped. It looked like this nigga is dead, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
He's not good. I mean,
Like
shit.
he
If
got stuck, man. I'm not gonna look. He was so gassed. Kovalev hit that nigga with a jab. The nigga fell out. It was over.
well, Kovalev is a real dude with that jab. People give Triple G a lot of credit for his jab, but Prime Kovalev was like dropping dudes with jabs to the body.
I think he dropped Andre Ward with that shit.
No, I think that was like an overhand right he called war with.
No,
I think it was like Cedric Agnew or somebody like that. He dropped him with a jab to the fucking hip. I was like, whoa. So
yeah, he
yeah,
got real
man.
power.
Yeah, and not to mention he's probably on fucking steroids because you know how you do.
Oh yeah, he's Russian. That's what they do.
Yeah, he's on steroids whole fucking life.
Definitely, they do.
Like
But
literally, the whole team, the whole Olympic team was on the shit.
right. So yeah, but yeah, Prime Kovalev was a motherfucker, man. But yeah, no, I
I'm
think that'll
glad
be.
Andre.
I
That's how
think
I knew. Believe it or not, that's when I knew boxing was racist. I was like, wait, why all these white dudes here in America rooting for this Russian? What happened to America first?
You could tell boxing was racist during the fucking Conor McGregor and Floyd shit. That shit was funny though.
man, you could
Yep.
tell boxing was racist when Jack Johnson was fighting. They don't get this nigga no
Yeah,
title.
hell yeah. Like what am I talking about? Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like in our time,
some of us are naive. We were like, oh, racism ain't that bad no more. Boxing. That's why boxing is actually a perfect representation of real life, or like, not. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, kind of
Look at that
like,
shit. Look at that shit with
yeah,
Wilder.
yeah,
Man, you see how the media just crucified him?
right.
Fucking having headphones on. But Tyson Fury is banned from the country for fucking the fights, the fights that he fucking had in America, because money laundering and all that other shit, and
I
they're not
agree,
even
extreme.
talking about that.
I agree, extreme. I'll never forgive Brown for that shit.
Hey,
I'll
Yeah,
ne-
you know who are the main people who get on me? When but I'm just talking like, just talking shit in general, or I say something nice about a black fighter. Mexicans, all this they just bring up a random picture of Fury knocking out Wilder. Like,
They're just
like
mad because Ruiz is gonna get fucked up. That's all that is. They're just fucking upset
like
because they know that fight's gonna get made, and fucking Wilder's gonna fucking destroy that dude, nigga. And then they just getting ready to talk shit because they have no faith in Ruiz to fucking.
man, they been down, bro. Bivol, Zerto, and Canelo the
And
same
Oscar
year,
Valdez.
and Oscar
Valdez,
Valdez
bro.
Fucking Reynoso's whole squad
Don't
got
forget
wiped.
Ryu.
Oh yeah, Ryan
and
got
Ryu.
smoked.
That's the that's the equivalent of Earl Spence losing.
Oh,
Keyshawn Davis was a prospect like
that
Ryu.
nigga got
Uh,
cleared.
who else? Who
Uh,
you could say? Who's like the Zerto for us?
That
I don't
nigga
know. We
got
don't.
I
absolutely
don't
cleared.
know. We don't really have one.
I guess maybe Boo Boo.
We don't have that many
Yeah,
marginal
like I
niggas,
don't
to be
know.
honest, because the marginal ones we like they get found out real quick. So,
I don't
Man,
even think Boo
actually,
Boo's marginal. He just
Rogan
hasn't had to
way
fight
past that.
nobody.
well, no, I'm not saying Boo Boo's marginal. I'm saying like we don't have that many people that are like that get that much hype for not doing shit. like
Canelo's dumb. I would take that fight right now because this is not Boo Boo is damn near washed.
nah,
There's still
He's
a
still a
chance he
danger.
could beat up in that fight, though. That's the
he,
crazy
he,
part.
he's not dumb. Like I said, there's a reason why certain people will never get Canelo fights. Like for example, people like,
Well,
oh,
actually,
at
Canelo's washed
168,
too. So
people like,
yeah,
oh, at 168, Charlo, he's not gonna be able to do shit. I'm like, y'all say that, but the people in their camps at 168 know that's not true. They know that.
y'all notice. Yeah, I know y'all peeped it. Canelo fans rooting for Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
I don't give
You
a
know
fuck.
why though, right?
They
Why?
actually,
They trying to protect Canelo from that boogeyman Benavidez.
he's
They
not
see
going to
what's
fight
coming.
him. He's not going to fight him. Like people
I,
keep talking about, oh, Canelo gonna be forced. Canelo's not forced to do shit. He paid them people so good. He's not about to fight niggas he don't want to fight.
Bro, I knew
oh
Canelo
no,
power was real with the WBC when that fucking franchise bill came about. That
Yeah,
shit.
bro. Like,
That shows
bro.
you.
yeah, but if he beats Benavidez, all them little excuses they've been using not to fight Benavidez go out the window. They're like, well, you got to fight somebody first. You know,
And then
fight Charlo, fight whoever. You can't just ask for a Canelo fight and you ain't fought nobody.
and the thing is, it goes deeper than the WBC because you know what they did with Plant. Plant was
Right.
the IBF champion. The WBO classified that as a title defense, so he doesn't have to deal with the WBO mandatory. Y'all see how it works?
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't care, bro. I'm not thinking about Canelo in his fucking career. It's clear he doesn't have to fight shit. So I don't even care. Like people bring it up, I'm like he's not.
And
And
not
and
not just that. Yeah, they
And the
they
worst,
do.
the worst part is, it's honestly it's a double fucked up situation. Because look, let's say Benavidez runs over Plant, then you look like a bitch for not fighting Benavidez. But then if Plant knocks Benavidez smooth the fuck out of here, you look stupid for avoiding him anyway. That means you should fight Benavidez because he's coming off of a knockout. And people say he's the boogeyman. If you don't fight him after he gets knocked out, you look even worse. So it's he should have cleaned this dude up a long time ago. He's not fighting him now.
That nigga got so pissed off when the reporter brought up Benavidez, man.
He literally left. He said, "You know what? I'm done because I'm getting mad." Like, look at yourself. You're
Bro, the
fucking
fan,
bullshit.
I don't see why the fans didn't eat him up alive from that moment right there because he literally went on record and says, like, why are you bringing this guy up? Why are you, he only fought Darrell, da 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 da.
That is,
Shit.
and keep in mind that's better than anybody Caleb Plant ever fought before he fought Canelo. That's better than anybody Caleb Plant ever fought. Yeah, but
Hey,
yeah, this nigga, like I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Just like if Tank's next opponent is trash, I'm not gonna keep worried about Tank. I'm really not. I'm
hey,
just like,
if it's Abner Mares, I swear to God, I'm
God,
done.
I swear to God, too,
it better
bro.
not be no fucking
It
Abdul
better not be no fucking abnormals, bro. I heard people talking about that shit.
I think that was a fluke, but good lord.
Do you know how desperate? I'm like, damn, Abner, your fucking commentating checks aren't clearing. Are you fucking serious? You go get both your eyeballs
His
knocked
eyes don't,
loose.
bro. His eyes look so weird, bro. Now, like
Yeah,
they're straight,
Oh,
but they're not straight.
that's why. Like even the biggest Tank fanboy, Lord knows he got plenty. That's indefensible.
that's terrible. Yeah, I mean, they get the only argument I could think of. Well, oh, it was gonna be made before Abner retired due to
Nigga, that
injury.
was like 5 years ago.
Right.
Right.
That's just like when niggas talking about, oh, Tank should still fight Tevin Farmer for what?
That
To
shit's over with. That
beat
shit
the
is
shit
dead
out of
and
Tevin
gone.
Farmer? Like,
That
why?
shit is dead and gone.
Can
He
you
should have fought
imagine?
him the first time it came about.
Can you
On the
imagine if
third.
Earl Spence fought Victor Ortiz? That'd be the equivalent.
Oh my fuck! Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that'd be horrible. I'll get on Errol ass. I'm like, why are you doing that to that man? Why are you beating him like
You
that?
said Victor Ortiz, the one that him and
Yeah,
Floyd.
The one that
yeah, the one that
Mayweather
fought
fucking
Floyd all
knocked
them
out.
years ago.
Oh my god, that fight will last fucking 3 rounds.
I hope not.
Fucking Berto, didn't Berto clear his ass in like a round and a half? Berto uppercutted him, and the announcer was like,
In
"One,
the
two."
rematch, yeah, but the first fight was brutal.
Yeah, the first fight Berto looked stupid, but yeah, in the second one he fucking cleared his ass.
But yeah, the WBC, like, bro, these are the same people that just made Keith Thurman the number one contender for fighting Mario Barrios. He didn't earn that shit. The nigga fights like once a year.
Think Al Haymon
So,
paid a fee.
Yeah, he
nah,
slid
I don't
some
know if
shit.
he paid a fee, but maybe because
Yeah,
I
he
think the
did.
PBC does want, they've been wanting that fight for a long time.
Exactly. Al slid those dirty motherfuckers that cheese to be like, come on, Errol, see they gonna strip you, man. They gonna strip you. Come
Because
on, just fight Keith.
Errol, as
Come
soon as
on,
Errol
baby.
said he want to fight Keith Thurman, I ain't see
Yeah.
nobody on the PBC side like, man, I think that's a good idea.
But
Niggas was silent because, bro, even myself, as much as an Errol fan I am, bro, I'm like, bro, I can't agree with you on that one, Errol Spence, because Keith Thurman talks a lot of shit, and him talking shit in the press conference is going to be very, very entertaining. And I think Keith Thurman's a pretty good fighter.
but you know what though? The fact that Errol Spence Jr. has not come out and said I'm not fighting Keith Urban publicly means that the bread that Al Heyman offered him for this fight must be enough to be like, oh, hold on, let me think about this. Because Al Heyman already know he does not like Keith Thurman. He does not want to fight Keith Thurman. But the number that came across his desk must have been like, whoa, shit. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, maybe we could figure something out here. 'Cause this is
He definitely gonna fight Keith Thurman because he not finna fight Stanionis or Boots.
Bro, if
why
he fights
why would he fight
Stanionis,
Stanionis?
if he's fighting Stanionis, bro, that shit better be on fucking basic television. Just the Showtime app. I don't
Hell,
Well,
think it's on sale.
yeah. Even
that's
though to me
better.
that's a better fight than Keith Thurman.
That's better than Crawford and Avenue. Then shit. fucking apple cider vinegar
But at
looking.
$75,
You're right, but what's it called? PVC's been putting everything on pay per view nowadays. So
yeah, they put Wilder versus Caleb Plant on pay-per-view.
you mean
That
Hellenius?
who are they gonna have on the undercard for
For
Spence?
St. and they could get Gary Antoine back in the ring. They can get Brandon Lee back in there. They can get well shit.
Boots.
If Keith Thurman want to boss up and actually put in some work, they could put his pussy ass on there. But he don't want to fight nobody. So
I think Boots finna be on Tank's undercard.
they can get Charlo. They can get Big Charlo. Get him with Selecki again if he could fucking make weight.
His ass. I'm done with that dude.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, bro.
Don't do
Big Charlo, he got issues, man. Outside of boxing.
well, no, Big Charlo. All the legal charges got dropped, and I think he had to get his wife out the house because she was like tearing up shit and going crazy. I don't know what the fuck her deal was, but he just had to get away from her. But he back in the gym now.
That might be the case, but I still won't forget that video of him in Blueface. And the nigga was off of something. I don't know if he was drinking or he
Hey,
was off of
look, I'm gonna
something.
tell. Like I told you, D-Hod the one day, bro. I said, man, I saw the interview with Charlo, bro. For a nigga who smoked weed, Charlo looked like he was on that shit. He looked like he was either drinking or smoking.
Hey, okay, broke niggas do drugs. That means rich niggas do drugs. Fuck all
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Nah, nah.
Look, no, 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 no,
But
no. Rich
and
niggas
this
do more drugs because they
but
can afford that shit.
if this man was dedicated like that, that fight with Montiel wouldn't have went like that.
Oh, stop! People keep talking about the month. How many?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. That Montiel fight shouldn't have been that fucking
How
close.
many rounds did Montiel win though? He didn't win shit. He
No,
just
that wasn't the issue though, because he hurt the nigga like 5 times and he couldn't get him out of there.
that's because he was smart enough to stick on the ropes, and
Nah,
Charlo got overzealous. It wasn't. I don't think it was a lack of. It was a lack of focus, but I
Charlo
don't think it
hit
was a
this
lack of
nigga
skill.
Montiel with his best punches, bro.
No, he missed his best
He hit
punches.
this nigga with combinations, bro. To the
he
He
bottom,
did.
to the
no,
top.
he smothered his work like Charlo like Charlo Jr. did with the first Castano fight. That's all that happened. He got excited, smothered his work because he wanted to make a good impression because of the crowd and shit. That was emotional. Watch, he's gonna fix it.
We'll see, man. And then I don't like the ring rust. That's what I'm afraid of too.
I don't think they suffer from that much. I think once they get back in the gym and they get back sharp, back to their roots, I think it'll be all right.
What's your thoughts on that, Cozarito?
That's Dirk.
I mean, Dirk Banks. My bad.
Uh, on how he's gonna look when he gets back.
Yeah,
I mean, it depends who it is.
Celeste.
Against that Polish dude, he should be okay. But it's boxing. You never know, bro. Like I know one damn thing. If he fights Adamas, I got Adamas.
Nigga, oh wow. All right.
Yes,
Oh,
Okay.
man.
yes, yes, yes.
Dude,
I knew Adamas was cold when I saw him fight Derevchenko and I saw him spar Terrence Crawford. That
although
nigga's the real deal.
you mean the Deverenchenko that Charlo thoroughly whooped? Oh,
So, but we can't say that because people had said before Charlo beat him that Triple G had whooped him.
no, he. I think Deverenchenko beat up Triple G, but it's cool. We'll see. I a lot of it's okay.
Look, let's
This,
keep let's
this,
keep it at 100, man. Adamas is active.
oh
That
my
motherfucker is
god!
clearly athletic, fast.
He's hungry.
Charlo haven't been active lately, man.
Okay,
I say, nigga,
Hey
based on
man,
answers, it may be a lot closer than we think it might be. But
I'm not saying it's not going
if
to
he
be a
goes
close
in
fight.
there, if he goes in there and sleeps him early or some shit, man, then I say Charlo, he got it.
hey man,
It
he's from a
goes to show. It goes to the show and prove. You got to show and prove. I can't just say, you
This is
got
a
it
good
because you
thing.
had to pass.
This is a good thing that everybody thinks Charlos is a soft target because he should have no problem getting all these fights when he comes back. And watch, a lot of you niggas go.
bro. That's a hard ass fight.
It's going to be funny when it happens.
Carlos Carlos Adamas will beat the shit out of Triple G right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
probably.
would.
That's
Yes,
because Triple G is fucking 40.
of course.
Yeah,
Fuck
but you
yeah,
saw what Canelo did with him. Canelo couldn't get him out of there.
dude.
Man,
Canelo
I
has been
forget. Okay, it's hard to get that nigga out of there, but Canelo was not dominant in that fight.
Canelo has been marginal his entire career. He's like Anthony Joshua. It's been manufactured from fucking Mayweather's undercards and good advertisement and clever opponent selection. Canelo's never been that dude. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. But no, like Adamas, yes, he'll run over Triple G at this point. So will
That's
fucking Charlo.
that's that's how they should move Boots. By the way, they need to move him the way they. That's why I want Earl to give Boots an opportunity, but that's another story. Back to Adamas.
What
Um,
the fuck? Do y'all see what Kevin Effect just put?
who?
Kevin Effect put in the chat that he's ranked number Triple G is ranked number one by the what? No, that no, it's I think it's still Zach Parker. Okay, y'all keep
How?
cooking. I'm gonna check the
So
rest of
you
it.
can go up to 168, lose and be ranked number one
Oh my god, if they put that bullshit in there, oh my god.
Bro, the fact that Triple G
boxer.
is not retiring, I
Cause
can't
he's
believe, bro, I
cause
can't believe we got Triple G versus Canelo 3 in 2022. What the
yeah,
fuck?
that's fucking garbage.
I mean, that's good for him personally to pull that shit off, but for everybody else, that's actually very similar to Thurman and Spence because low key Canelo did not want to fight this nigga again because he to him it was a waste of time. But because of his loss, he needed like a feel good story, and the Triple G was sellable. People still wanted to see that. Some
Gennady
people.
Golovkin is number one in the WBO above Andre. How? Oh my god, these dirty fucks.
Who's number two?
Andrade. Triple J ain't
There
gonna
you
fight
go.
Andrade. He not gonna fight Andrade. Triple G gonna turn that shit down. Andrade to beat his ass.
Triple G really fought at 168 for.
Right. Thank you, Alan. Tell man, let these niggas know. These niggas true. Talking about Diamonds. All right. Talking about fucking Diamonds. Like, you gonna come out here and do something.
Look, D Hive, I ain't saying I'm picking the Dominants to win the fight.
I am.
Based off
Yeah, keep in mind, Adamas got his ass beat by Patrick Teixeira, one of the most paper champions in all of boxing. Just remember that.
Hey
That's
man, every fighter early in their career, they have that one fight that was tougher than they should have been.
Okay, nigga sound good. Always sound good at first.
I'm just saying.
Sound
You
good.
remember? You remember when Canelo got rocked by Cotto's legitimate cousin?
But he won the shit though. Adamas
He
fucking
did.
lost.
Well, Don really lost for real.
Dude, he lost to Patrick Teixeira. Patrick Teixeira was hot
I
garbage.
seen that fight.
Yeah, memory getting jogged, huh?
Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
bro, he just looks so much
Yeah,
better now. I,
exactly.
well, I mean, okay, we don't know what goes on in these fighters' lives in the back. Like, so things happen. Maybe he wasn't all the way there in that fight. Maybe he was fighting injured. Because look at Ugas early in his career. He was fucking up. And then he turned it around. Changed trainers, changed his lifestyle,
All
and he
of that
started
is
winning.
all of that is true. But the moment Ugas stepped up, what happened? He got his ass whooped again. And
And
that's
you
what
know
By
what?
who?
happened.
You know what? I'm glad that people
Fucking
are propping up Adamas.
Porter and Spence. What you talking about?
Nigga, what? Oh, hold on. Time out. He low key got robbed against Porter.
That's cap. That's
And
All right, man.
man,
I know you seen that fight.
Porter
I
might
did.
have to come out of retirement to fight Yugas again.
Hey,
Because
that's a
Yeah.
good fight. I'll take that.
Hell no. The way Ugas look, if he takes that boot along, man, somebody needs to be arrested for murder.
If no,
what?
if Porter
If
fights Ugas like he fought Bud, he'll probably knock Ugas out. No cap.
Ugas said he said his
man,
doctor's cleared to fight.
Yeah, fuck.
nah, Ugas ain't knocking nobody out. That nigga couldn't. I mean, Porter ain't knocking nobody out. That nigga couldn't crack an egg.
No, Porter got some knockouts. We talking about Porter got multi
Yeah,
knockouts.
he used to get
Yeah,
knocked early in
yeah.
his
In 2012,
Well, yeah. When you step up in competition, it's harder to knock niggas out. You can't like what you say.
if you
man,
got
he
that
even
real
knocked
power,
Formella out. And I feel like Porter was in his physical prime and he couldn't knock Formella out.
he be
Yeah,
landing clean on motherfuckers and they don't do nothing.
that
Yeah,
dude had
this nigga Porter did like a loop fucking he jumped up in the air and punched Formella with a left hook and that shouldn't even sleep his ass.
Y'all niggas better be lucky Porter don't got no power.
man. He fucking misses a lot of his punches anyway. Ain't nobody scared of Porter like
He be
that.
landing plenty though.
The
Ask Earl Spence.
only person he gave real issues was fucking Bud. The Spence didn't need a KO to win the fight.
Oh no, he definitely gave Earl some good work.
No, absolutely, but he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He didn't need a KO to win the fight though. He was comfortable. He was comfortably winning with the boxing.
Yeah.
Porter's best fight, his best performance was against Errol Spence Jr.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, he fought the fight of his life.
Yeah, because that was for a unification too. That wasn't just a title attempt. That was a unification. That was two belts on the line. He worked his ass off for that.
He trained hard. I, I like that. That's probably my favorite fight camp series because Pops was getting on Porter's ass, man.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these dudes they can't stay with their fathers too long because sometimes like the advice they don't even just be given corrective advice or instructions, it just be criticism. Like, come on, man, you gotta work, you gotta want it. Like that's not helpful. What the fuck? Like he's punching
I
me.
know. The Pop said something crazy though. Pop said, "Don't listen to yourself. Listen to me." I said, "Oh shit."
And keep in mind, his father has never in life boxed a professional fuck around the boxing ever.
Has his pops ever even fought?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if he ever fought, but I know he slapped the shit out of barbershop conversations.
No, yeah, he fucking mushed that nigga.
Oh yeah.
He didn't do anything. He just stood there in public. I'm like, man, sit your bald ass down before you get rocked. He fucking mushed him. Oh shit.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed that. I don't like barbershop.
So
I'm gonna
Boots,
keep it real with you.
I think Boots fighting next though. He said he's locked in.
I hope it's
Well, the
Butayev.
only these are fights that I would like for him to fight. Butayev, Stanionis, Cody
Yeah.
Crowley.
Oh god, I don't
Uh,
want to see Butayev. That
yeah, Cody Crowley's tough, man. He really is. Um,
nigga sucks. This
I'm dead.
best.
I'm being dead serious. Boots
Oh
beat the
my.
shit out of him, but that's actually a step up for him.
Cody Crowley, dude, his best win is
Yeah,
fucking armadillo. Nah,
I have
man.
no
hey,
idea who that is.
Exactly. I'm
look
straight up.
look him up. He recently fought. He fought.
Josecito
The-
Lopez was last fight.
but the dude he fought before that was the number one contender.
That
Uh,
nigga was horrible. I told people Armadillo sucks.
yeah, Armadillo. That's his name. Arcadicolo, whatever. He has the Eastern European names.
Yeah,
Um,
Quadratio Akbaduko Kakarov. Yeah, that motherfucker was
yeah, yeah,
fucking
that dude.
18 and 0 and garbage.
Yeah, but Cody was taking some shit, but he kept coming. Like that's why I want to see it because if Boots can stop this nigga, because he one of them dudes that like they don't give up. They
Nah,
keep coming no matter what. If Boots can stop him, that'd be very impressive. That's a statement.
I mean, I appreciate your opinion, but if Boo stopped Cody Crowley, I probably won't even look at the shit until next morning. That's like honestly,
Nah, because
I
I let me tell you something. If Earl fought Cody Crowley, I'm willing to put my life on it. It's going 12 rounds.
What?
damn.
Yes,
I gotta check
I'm
this
I'm
Cody
being
Cody
yeah.
out.
Check him out, bro. He one of them dudes. He got a high pain tolerance, bro. Like he'll fight with a broken rib, broken jaw. He's one of them type of guys.
Damn, this nigga
You got to
sucks.
you gotta have some crazy shit to knock him out.
Nah, I don't
Bro,
think you have
did
to.
you not see what Errol Spence did to the last nigga?
Yeah, well, Ugas would have went 12 if his
Yeah.
corner didn't stop it.
He had this nigga
No,
crying.
he wouldn't have. He would have got knocked the fuck
And by
out.
the way, Cody Crowley will beat Ugas right now.
Okay, well, yeah, he'll beat him right now. He's
Yeah,
fucking
probably.
almost 40 and
So if that's the
one
case,
eye.
this is a good fight for Boots because this is a step up for him because this nigga's 5'10". He's a
Cody,
true welterweight.
Cody
He's
Crowley
tough.
is Cody Crowley is a step laterally. It's not a step up. He'll beat. He'll probably smoke Crowley in the same fashion he smoked Clayton. One hit upside the fucking head. He'll bang.
Well, that's why I mentioned Cody last because
Can this
I'd rather see him fight
this young
Butayev.
guy beat can he beat Butev?
Hell no.
Cody
Butayev will
Crowley,
smoke
Yeah.
Crowley, bro.
I think I'll give the edge to Butayev because he's more skilled. But like on
Butayev
a
would
like,
knock Crowley the fuck out of here.
no, he wouldn't.
He would knock him.
No, he wouldn't. That's cap.
He would knock him the fuck out, bro. I swear to God.
I
I was
disagree with that.
on some shit.
But what's
I gotta
crazy
check him out
about
though.
Oh
yeah
yeah, you can watch him fight and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. Boots have a fucking clear
yeah
him so
when
fast.
you yeah tonight when you got time, art man, look up his fights. He's decent. Like he's a good fighter.
He's
Um,
decent. He's talented. Yes, I'm not saying he's not talented, but his durability is not what you think. Some like a hard puncher will get in there and get on his ass, bro.
bro, but
Armadillo, what are we doing?
it's not even really about his talent because he does have some talent. You can't get as far as he did without some talent. But he just sometimes you just gotta have more heart than your opponent, bro. Like you gotta have more pain tolerance. That's a big part of boxing. Like
That
you can
pain
have all the
is
talent
like
in the world if you don't
how
got heart,
long though?
And I
How
huh?
long
agree.
can you do that?
And but Dirk, I agree with you. That's exactly why I think Butayev smokes him because, bro, Butayev was in there with Stanionis taking his best shit and not going nowhere.
Right.
Crowley ain't never seen nothing like that, bro. Both of them will smoke him.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned Butai at first. If Boots can stop that nigga, that's also a statement because
Right.
Butai
Yeah.
is a tough motherfucker.
Yeah. Butayev is ridiculous. Butayev's durability is scary. Like he was in there taking direct contact from Stanionis and Best Putin. And Best Putin is he's
Yeah.
a drug cheat and he's still in the welterweight division undefeated. People not talking about him and that's a mistake. People whoever Best Putin fight, they need to do some research. That nigga's crazy.
Yeah, he could fight. Staniel's got a hell of a jab, by the way. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if Boots stop one of them, I'll be seriously impressed. But him stopping Crowley, I wouldn't even sneeze at that shit.
Here's why he's not getting Stanionis. Stanionis will be like first in line for a title shot when whether Spence decides to pick him or decides to vacate it. So if he fights Boots now, that's gonna hinder that opportunity.
Yeah, because they'll get beat.
Exactly, and not only will he get beat. See, losing to dudes like Boots is not like losing to Floyd or Devin. You might get embarrassed fighting Devin or Floyd, and get outboxed. But Boots could he could
Put
end your life.
you on type
Yeah,
shit.
and
Yeah, he could
Stanionis, and the
yeah,
way Stanionis fights, he's gonna make you hurt him. Stanionis will now, if he doesn't respect you, he's gonna keep going forward. So he's gonna make Boots beat the shit out of him.
yeah,
That's
and
how.
Boots will very much oblige.
Yeah, Boots will wear his ass out.
Man, Morrell really got dude in the local hospital up here in Minneapolis right now. That's just crazy.
Yeah, he's in a medically induced
Blame
coma to relieve the pressure on his brain because he's
yeah,
getting his ass whooped. It
corner
was
now.
he had some good moments, but from the sixth round to the end, it wasn't competitive. It was just ass whooping. It was just constant, just bing, bing,
Yeah,
bing.
he was low key competitive in the middle of the round, so I could see why they didn't stop it then. But by the eighth round, like he wasn't doing nothing, just stop the fight.
Yeah, like I said, after the sixth round, it was fucking child abuse. They should have cut that shit off.
And then, okay, my thing is too, as a coach, if I know you're not winning on the cards and I see you getting your ass beat, I'm just gonna stop it.
Yeah, like
Also, yeah.
Look at Barry Hunter versus Lamont Peterson. If Barry Hunter had
Yeah,
let
he was
Lamont
like, nah.
Peterson continue,
Also,
Errol would
look,
have fucked his shit
I'm
up.
I'm not a boxing expert, but I know y'all seen that documentary with Jared McKellen.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
Okay, well, Jared McKellen when he fought Conor Benn's dad, senior
Nigel.
Nigel,
Yeah,
um, he towards the end of the fight, when he started realizing something was wrong with him, he started blinking. Uh, the dude Adios that Morel just fought did the same thing. I noticed that in the fight. I was like, man, they need to look
But
out
I
for
feel
him,
like
man.
probably like sweating his eyes.
No, no, no. Like he just kept blinking like repeatedly in the late rounds.
yes,
He
the
wasn't
nerve.
looking right, and he was holding on for dear life. I know y'all. He was not looking right,
That's when
No,
I
yeah,
was
he
like,
looks horrible.
called that shit because when he was holding on for dear life.
and
To
he
be
could
honest,
barely hold on. Like he couldn't even walk afterwards. Like
yeah, to be
you can't
honest,
tell that's because of fatigue or that's something was wrong with dude. He was really hurt.
like if it's clear that you're not gonna match him skill for skill, you're getting your ass whooped, and going into the ninth, and you haven't won really most of the rounds. Just cut that bullshit off. Like you're in here with a dude who could punch real hard. Like you said, this isn't Devin Haney, this isn't Mayweather, this is a motherfucker who punches really hard, and your fucking head is bleeding.
And that's what I'm saying. I've seen Morrell fight live, and nigga, I heard his punches. So I was thinking to myself, like, man, for this guy to still be up taking all them punches, he gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
thinking that maybe he from Kazakhstan and they just got them tough ass chins, and that's this that. But
A
man,
lot of niggas are too tough for their own good. Earl Spence said it himself. A lot of these fighters are too tough for their own good.
And the thing is too, it wasn't like he was Stan Jonas where like his face was holding up and he had some integrity and maybe he just had a swollen eye. Dude, this motherfucker was leaking all over the place. He was literally covered in his own blood. Like, look at this shit, bro. Get this shit out of here, bro. Like, he didn't even have a good poker face. He looked destroyed. Like he looked
It
like
looked
he
like they
wanted
wanted
somebody
to
to
give
stop the
Morel
shit.
a knockout win.
Yeah, bro. Like I mean, shit.
Hopefully he pulls through. Probably never
Look at
gonna
Yeah,
fight again.
he
uh,
gonna pull through.
he
They say
probably
he pulling through, but
shit.
ain't no telling
Thank God.
But
if he gonna.
look at Leo Santa Cruz versus Tank. They kept talking about how Leo Santa Cruz putting in work, bro. His fucking head was bleeding from the second round. Like no, he was not. He was there was never a point where he was doing shit. He was throwing some little punches to look cool. He was
He did push Tank head back with a little jab.
yeah, like people who talk all that, but no, it was just a knockout waiting to fucking happen, and everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Leo got that work rate.
Yeah, he
but
was just
his work rate with his lack of skill and lack of defense was perfect for to get knocked out by Tank.
Yeah, but you know who will give
Perfect.
Tank some issue?
ooh,
Williams Zepeda.
ooh, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I think Tank will
That's a
knock
tough
his ass
fight.
out, but that's an
Yeah,
absolute
because
tough
dude
fight.
throw a lot of punches.
And he
Yep.
punches hard though. But I mean,
Similar to Leo Santa Cruz, but Williams Zepeda is a lot bigger than Leo,
and he has
and he hits
power.
harder.
Out of
And yeah, he's got power.
27 wins, he got 23
'Cause,
knockouts. So yeah,
yeah, you thought Tank was walking through his shit, Leo shit. He's not gonna do that with William. He's not finna just, oh, okay, that was cute. I got something for you.
Yeah. William is like damn near Rolly size and actually got some skill to him. Yeah,
Right.
that would be some shit there.
Man, when do y'all think they gonna start announcing these fights, man? Like, what the fuck? They can get
Well,
strip
Booth,
these.
yeah, it's January, so they're probably gonna announce them in like late November, maybe.
They're probably gonna do it around the time they're supposed to be having Rivera versus Martin. They're gonna probably drop some during the build up.
I'm getting tired of this nigga Booth saying fight fight date announcement. Like nigga, tell us when the fight is actually made.
He's trying to build up his audience. He wants to sell and get people intrigued. It's marketing. He's good. He's good. He's trying to build himself.
Well, his marketing involves I ran 12 miles today.
And I went to
Uh,
church.
yeah, I went to church up at 2 a.m. late in the trap. Like, but hey, that's why I don't see this nigga losing, bro. Because on his off time, this nigga is still in the gym. A lot of
Like,
niggas are not doing that. Like with niggas in his position, they be out with some hoes. They be out with their friends doing something. This nigga lives boxing,
But the
literally.
thing is, too, all his family members, all they do is either box or train, and the women don't even work. So he literally doesn't know shit else. All his cousins, his brothers, his uncles, they all just box. That's all they do. They either box, train,
Yeah.
or own a boxing gym.
Well, yeah, that's true. But you know, his older brothers, the reason why they didn't get to be as big as they could have been, his father said it. They got involved with the streets and women.
Yeah, they got
So, but
lazy. They got their first little checks. They got the little women choosing up on them like, oh, he's a boxer. Oh my god! And then they lost focus. And that's what's
yeah,
gonna happen to Shakur's stupid ass if he don't pay attention. He getting all his
nah,
money.
Shakur, he got it though. He back in the gym even after that Migos shit.
yeah. Shakur, bro, Shakur. One thing about that dude, you can say what you want about him, but the kid's work ethic is for real. You can't be as skilled as he is and not have a work ethic.
I'm not saying that he doesn't have work ethic. I'm saying work ethic is perishable. You can lose it.
Yeah, but I also know that he's very, very competitive. Like this nigga Devin probably working harder than me. I can't let that shit happen.
Yeah,
So he's that's the type of guy he is. That's how he thinks.
yeah, but he also hangs out a lot around Terrence Crawford, and that mentality bothers me
Oh, well,
because it's going to be a
oh,
situation where he's just talking about these fights and he's not actually trying to get them made. Like he's already putting the narrative talking about, oh, well, don't like him and Keyshawn. Oh, don't duck, don't go up to 140. I'm like, you
don't
niggas
duck
Man,
already.
me, son.
top rank even have a 135 for Shakur Stevenson to fight?
No, they do.
Yes.
They
They
do. It's
got
just
that one kid, Raymond Maritala, whatever his name is. Even though they're not, that's not going.
I was about to say the same thing, but that's high risk. Whether people want to know it or not. Raymond
That nigga's
Muratalo,
cold.
yeah, I was gonna say like they could put him in there with some people, but those are high risk fights. Like a Raymond, like with the undefeated prospects, a Raymond Murataya or a fucking what's his name, like Carlos Balderas. Those are high risk fights. Those dudes are big. They're pressure punchers, and they know how to fucking fight. So
Skip.
They're not like Oscar Valdez. They're not gonna sit there while you just getting all your work in. They're gonna go at your ass.
D Hodge said Oscar Valdez throwing the same fucking combinations.
That nigga sucks. He's
Man,
not
look,
good.
man. Great fighters. They make good fighters look average.
Nigga, Scott Quick broke that dude's jaw. That dude been trash his whole fucking life. That's why Sensation made him look like a bitch.
He was
Oh,
basic. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, he was
I ain't
garbage.
gonna lie. What y'all think about motherfucking Shakur Stevenson versus Kostaki Sekio?
That was a good
Man,
fight.
Shakur
Shakur
beat his
whooped
ass like
his
he
ass.
stole something.
He beat that dude ass.
Yeah, he
I
beat
thought it was
the.
gonna be somewhat competitive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, me too. I thought it was gonna be some good shit. Nah, Shakur made him look horrible.
I told you. Hey, and guess what?
He looked like garbage.
He had to go to the hospital after the fight too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Shakur got some. He got some decent power.
Well, also, Sensation fought that fight like a moron. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was trying to box Shakur.
Yeah,
Like,
he looked drunk towards the end of the fucking fight.
yeah, I don't understand. Like, you already know you can't punch that hard. You already know that you're not going to be in a position where you can outbox Shakur. Why not just go right at him and punch with him? That motherfucker
You
stayed
know
on the
what?
outside and got his ass steady whooped for the whole fight.
Yeah, you saw he walked him down, right?
Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm telling you,
Sensation,
Shakur could put that kind of pressure on Lomachenko. He could the
well,
whole fight.
he could, but
Oh,
Sensation had fewer knockouts than Shakur, so that's why he was comfortable doing that shit. Sensation can't punch to save his
Well,
fucking life.
yeah, that's true, but I'm saying that because Loma is not comfortable fighting on the back foot. I'm not sure Devin Haney is comfortable fighting on the front foot or putting the pressure on Lomachenko. That's not really his style.
I mean, he
That's
put the
why.
pressure on Cambosa's ass.
No, but he's not gonna have to. Lomachenko gonna rush in on him and get caught.
Well, no, if you allow Lomachenko to have the initiative, we've seen this with everybody he's ever fought. When you allow him to get the initiative and come at you, he's very successful, no matter who he fights.
Yeah,
You got to push him back.
that's because he's been fighting garbage. Devin Haney is a tactician and a sharpshooter. He'll most likely be able to catch Lomachenko running in. If he can't get him, he'll hold him before he gets his punches off, or he'll catch him coming in, get him off balance, probably get a knockdown or two.
Well,
I
I'm
really
gonna
don't
be a
want to
bit of it. Go ahead.
judge him. He was rusty as fuck in that fight, but I don't know, man. What y'all think? You think he was just ring rust, or Ortiz was just a better fighter than Lomachenko?
I think that Ortiz just happened to be better because people keep talking about Lomachenko like he hasn't lost twice. And not to mention, even in fights that he's won, we've seen Lomachenko be vulnerable and get pieced up. I'm sorry, but
Y'all know Ortiz is one of the top amateurs in the country at one time, right? He's
yeah,
he just got overshadowed by guys like Shakur, Jerron Ennis, and Berlanga, and even well, not Brandon Lee, but yeah, them type of guys.
yeah, but no, I think Jermaine Ortiz just happens to be better. Just like Devin Haney will happen to be better. He's gonna catch him with the jab, constantly coming in at him. It's gonna be sharp. It's gonna be crisp. Like honestly, I'm not. I think Lomachenko might try to approach this the same way he approached Tiafimo. Not because he's afraid of power, but that fucking stinging jab. He's afraid he might get an eye shut. Because, like I said, Devin Haney and Floyd, they don't have the kind of power that like destroys you, but they have enough to where it's like they might get their eye shut or something.
You said Floyd don't got that kind of power.
Or not in his later years.
Oh well, okay, I was about to say because at 135, Floyd definitely had power.
Well, yeah, at 130 to 140, yeah, Floyd has all the power in the world. But I'm talking about like his
Okay,
later years. I'm not comparing Devin Haney to fucking Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy beat the shit out of Haney.
and I want to see a Arturo Gotti type of beating on Lomachenko.
That's what I'm saying. I hope Devin does that to him.
I don't think he's capable though. I gotta keep it a buck. I haven't seen any signs that he would do. If he do, I'll be very happy.
Watch Cambosa's two fight.
Yeah,
And he did towards the end a little bit. He could have done it the whole fight low key, but
Man,
I
he
guess
could
he waited for him to get tired.
this man.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Midwest, because let's keep it a buck. Who did Tiafimo fight before he decisioned Lomachenko? Absolutely
Mason.
nobody.
Comey,
So, right. So,
Nakatani.
so like you're trying to do the triangle theory thing, and it's Lomachenko is living proof that that shit don't work. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it always sounds good, but whatever. Like, look, I mean, yeah.
Walking people down is a skill. Like that's you gotta have. I don't know if Dev can do that to Loma, at least effectively.
What are you afraid of when it comes to Lomachenko versus Devin Haney? On Devin Haney's part, do you feel like he's gonna slip up and let Lomachenko catch him. Lomachenko don't got no power like that, really.
I'm
He
concerned.
he got more power than Devin.
I'm concerned that Lomachenko will cuff him behind the head and shift his weight to where it looks like he got a knockdown, but it's really a push. I'm concerned about that bullshit.
Also, I believe Lomachenko is a better inside fighter than Devin Haney.
Yeah, that's true. He has no choice. He has smaller arms. That's true.
Yeah. Um, that's about it. Dev really has a advantage everywhere else,
Well, Midwest,
but
I'm citing a similar theory. You're saying that something can't happen because a person has never done it before. That's objectively false because look at Tiafimo and then look at Loma. It's the same situation. You're saying that
yeah,
Haney
but
can.
Loma
He's saying
respected Tio's power.
that's fine, but he's saying that it's impossible for Haney to drop Loma because he couldn't drop Gamboa. Okay, so that logic would extend to it's impossible for Tiafimo to beat Loma because he hadn't really beat anyone of the same caliber. It's not how that works, you see.
Hey, Ali Young, come on the panel and debate me. Don't be on the little comment section. And,
I
you
know
know, don't.
Alan is certified. Lee, don't do that. Don't there's
Oh,
he
I'm sure
doesn't
he is, but
he's not
like
from
you
he
got if
doesn't
you
come from a
go
bad place.
you gotta bring the smoke like on the panel. Don't say it in the comment section.
He's special ops right now. He's not even in the United States, so he's that's why his schedule is all because like he's actively doing other shit. He's just listening to us, but
I see.
he's on some government type shit. But yeah, no. So
I think yeah, I think is because of Devin's style and Loma's style, where Devin's more of a back foot type fighter. This is gonna be more competitive because I feel like in order to get Loma, you got to put him on the back foot, and I'm not sure if Dev really he's not the type of fighter to really put people on the back foot.
well, he's gonna have to test himself. He's gonna have to get into another gear. I
I
mean,
mean, he had Cambosos on the back foot.
yeah, not to mention Loma's very soft to the body. Touch him to the body. Put one fist
That's
behind the
very
other.
true,
Walk
but
away. Just one, two
That's
punch.
very true. Yeah, but Cambosa is not Lomachenko.
Yeah, and I'm saying you got to put somebody
Yeah,
working on Lomachenko in the
Cambosos
opening
beat
rounds,
Teofimo Lopez.
and then one
Lomachenko
dude
did.
to step forward. Yeah, exactly. Tiafimo didn't fucking lose
Well,
to.
when Loma stopped being a bitch ass nigga and finally let his hands go against Tio, he was piecing his ass up.
He felt that power from Tio.
That's because Tiafimo's defense is terrible. Like when Artman described Tiafimo as a poor man's tank, that shit was so real. I was like, oh my god, that's
Nah,
exactly
real
right.
shit though. He's like
That dude is
it's
just like
like
a
Devin
garbage tank.
Haney and Shakur Stevenson and Tank are like A+ students in the Mayweather school, and fucking Teofimo is like a C+, trying to be like them.
Yeah, he's like fucking tank from the 99-cent store. Dude, fucking sucks.
That
It's
fake
just,
ass Philly shell. I don't like that shit, man.
yeah,
That Philly shell gonna get a lot of niggas fucked up.
yeah. That's because like
Hey,
when
that man, that Philly shell so fucked up. Floyd had to come out and tell these niggas y'all gotta practice on the fucking fundamentals.
I'm t- I'm telling you because these dudes think that it's a static defense. No, the high guard is a static defense. The Philly shell is an active defense. That means you actively have to be moving while engaging for it to be effective. Like dudes think you could just stand still in Philly and not get hit. Like no, you're still vulnerable. You gotta you gotta be able to move around. Like the high guard is one of the forms of a static defense. The fucking Philly shell, you gotta move. You have to move your hips. You have to dip at the waist. You gotta do a bunch of other shit. It's hard. It's hard. Like Caleb Plant stood there and it worked for a little bit until it didn't. He got caught.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then what does Lopez have to do with saying Haney gonna drop him when Haney can't drop
Well,
Cambosis?
first
I mean Gamboa.
I said Haney could drop him, and also you gotta understand Gamboa is bigger than Lomachenko. Gamboa is a pretty fucking big 135er, and I don't mean big as in tall. I mean big as in like he's just
Stocky.
bigger. Yeah, and
That nigga believe his chin open.
Got a bigger head.
definitely got a bigger head. But Lomachenko got dropped by Linares, and that same shot didn't make Devin Haney go anywhere. So it's like, come on. I understand you have a thing for top rank hype jobs, but this is boxing. Anything can happen.
I keep saying this. Floyd Mayweather was 36 when he schooled Canelo, who was 23. Guess who was 23? Devin Haney, and Loma was about 34. So all of a sudden, that age excuse goes out the window now, huh?
It was never an excuse. If Lomachenko had any balls, he would have just cleared Devin Haney when Devin Haney was just a goofy kid calling out everyone, but he didn't. And the thing is, Lomachenko doesn't even want to fight him now. Does it look like he's enthusiastic to fight Devin Haney? He's like, fuck.
Hell no.
He's like, oh my god, I finally got to go see this nigga. Jesus Christ! Like
I
he's
don't
not.
even dislike Lomachenko. I just don't like his fans.
I dislike Lomachenko. He's a little bitch. Any Nah, anybody who requests that franchise championship shit, man, fuck you. You're a pussy. You don't even want to fight. It's ridiculous. The fuck you need some kind of fancy medical, like fancy witness protection belt, man. You a bitch. You should have just cleared Devin Haney, and then Tiafimo would have been the undisputed, then Cambosis, and then like the political bullshit with 135 happened because Lomachenko was a bitch. It started off
Hey
from
man, people follow the leader. So the previous generation it was Floyd. People trying to follow him, but they're trying to follow Pretty. I mean, Money Floyd, not Pretty Boy. So it's up to Devin and Shakur to lead the new generation and show them, like, in order to become great, you got to fight the best. Like, you know what I mean?
right. Absolutely, you've never seen him hurt anyone in the top 20. He hurt JoJo Diaz.
Right.
He hurt JoJo Diaz. He hurt Cam Boses. Like he's hurting those guys. Again, you go ahead with that pillow fisted shit, and then with
We'll
Lomachenko,
just see when the time comes. Hey,
yeah.
but shit, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. We've been on for 2 hours.
All right, for
Um,
sure.
most definitely could do it tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Y'all have a good one.